Peasants podcast.
I gotta get away with this. No!
Say, man, you got a joint? No, not on me, man.
I don't have facts to back this up.
It'd be a lot cooler if you did.
That's true. Sometimes I cry.
Oh!
Lick my butthole, he laughed.
From the strangest corners of the internet, here to bring you opinions of the world from an altered perspective. Here are your hosts, the Drunken Peasants.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Drunken Peasants podcast.
Going live.
Episode 917.
917.
Yeah.
900 years older than my current girlfriend.
And we got Andrew Rivers joining us again.
Uh-oh.
Hopefully this stream won't get shut down.
If it happens again, it's my fault.
I know. Well, I mean, we were just filling you in on who Chris Chan is.
Oh, yes.
And you had a really interesting take on the whole thing.
Okay, roll the tape.
I wasn't recording.
Oh, well, I feel like...
To be fair, Andrew doesn't know anything about
I don't know.
any of it.
I just know what you told me. So maybe
From
you
what
could
we
start...
said- this is how bad we are at explaining. From what we said, Andrew said, love is love.
Yeah, I do. Okay, so we got a couple trans fellas, right? Just follow my logic. This is all I'm saying. Okay,
Yeah.
Correct me. I want to be corrected. I
Okay.
want to be sedated.
Okay.
I already am. So, in order to be trans, you just kind of say, I don't feel like a man anymore deep down inside, which is my whole teenage years. I don't feel like a man. So maybe I'm trans. Can I be that? Can you go trans in that direction? Can I say I need to be more manly?
I think that you're not allowed to because of the patriarchy.
Sure.
I think it's the patriarchy keeping you from it.
I think even switching from female to male would be a no-no. I think you're only allowed to go, we're only losing men at this point. I think that's what they want. That's my own,
I feel bad for female to male trans people. Have you ever seen their fake penises?
No, I don't really Google that.
Yeah, I didn't have to Google it. I stumbled upon some female to male dick pics.
Oh.
And it's like,
Is this from your 17-year-old girlfriend?
you know me.
You know
No,
how
that
we
was
roll.
that was a total joke. I don't have a girlfriend of any age.
Oh, boy.
Of any age.
Not even an 83-year-old demented woman?
I mean,
You're her boyfriend in her mind.
my grandma called me her boyfriend the other day. But she was like joking.
Oh,
She
boy,
was
here we
joking with my
go.
dad. She said, "My boyfriend's over here," and my dad's like, "Who?" And she's like, "Your son." And then it was a little weird, but she was joking. And I said to myself, let's stop that one, Grandma. Let's stop that one. And she did. She thought it was funny though.
Well, I think that's just an old person thing to do. I mean, that's an old, that's why they say, your grandma's racist and horny. That's all. The old folks' homes are riddled with chlamydia. She's got 18 boyfriends,
Yeah,
You looks like one of her boyfriends, and she's got dementia.
Probably, yeah. I'm named after her dead husband. So that's
We'll
by fucking you, his spirit lives on.
I don't want to think about that. But anything to get my grandpa back.
We'll play for you a little bit. There was a leaked audio where Chris Chan admitted to banging their mom. And we'll play a couple minutes of the beginning so you can hear it. It was a call with this woman that now everyone's going after also.
Right. So here's the point, right? Is if you're allowed to just switch into trans on a whim, which is fine. You should be allowed to do that, right? That's what we've all decided is acceptable. So then you can just forever be a pre-op trans person, which is fine. You don't feel like this is your body. Great. How is that different from a demented person not thinking they in her mind, she's not a woman either. She's not even related to these people in her mind. She's on fucking
She's in
planet
outer space.
She's on fucking.
We did a horrible job of explaining this to Andrew.
Jupiter.
I know.
She's
Horrible.
not there, right? She's demented.
I mean, I think we explain. It seems like he understands.
If she's
what's
got
going
17
on.
personalities, what if she's schizophrenic? Is the 17th personality allowed to bang each other?
I don't know. She's a 79-year-old woman with dementia, right? That's the story. She'd been having.
So that's my thing. Is like, okay, let them fuck each other. I'm not saying invite your kids over to their house or anything. I'm just saying we all have to get along someday.
I saw a video. I think it was a couple years old, where Christine has Barb like propped up trying to get her to say something to the camera, and then when she finally says it, he's like, "You used to say it way more flirty," or something like that, and like all this weird stuff, all these warning signs that people probably missed are coming out now.
Yeah. I mean, the number one porn on RedTube is Step Brother, but
Step.
these people are weird. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, well, it is a little weirder.
This
when
is the
it's your-
woman. This is the woman from the leaked call here.
Did they Photoshop her boobs bigger?
No.
More slowly.
Sorry, I'm putting the volume for I have a really bad ear because I got sick, like you can hear from my voice. It's hard to hear anything at all. But I could hear you now. Go ahead.
Alright. So anyway, with the events and everything, and I was feeling like I really needed a sensual release. And not too many individuals this side of the arc were coming up to the plate right.
So he needed a sexual release, and not too many
Don't we
individuals
all?
were stepping up to the plate.
So these are sons that no one would bang, and the mom's like, "Fucking, I'll do it. I gotta do everything around
I don't
here."
think-
We're not sure that she said I'll do it. That's
I don't.
the problem.
Well, I'm not sure if she said anything.
We don't know if she.
Is she's talking about it, and she's not.
Well, the mom's
pressing
not
charges.
talking about it.
Who's
and
talking about
the
it?
state's pressing charges. The state came in.
Who is this on the phone?
This is
on the call
Christine
is
Weston
is
Chandler.
the daughter that was her son. That's now her daughter.
That's in jail
admitting
now.
to having sex
And
with.
this is why they're in jail now.
See, we're doing a horrible job of explaining this.
Yeah.
This is not good.
Right?
So, and then everything was coming into good alignment, and
Right?
it was good. The signs were all there. Even Emmanuel, God, just said it was okay, and it matched God me towards it. And
God said this is okay?
So God told Chris Chan that this is what needed to happen.
Oh, if you got consent from God, who needs
There
consent
you
from your
go.
dementia-ridden mind?
God.
Yeah, then you don't really have anything to worry about if God himself said this is fine.
Yeah. And so I gave it lots of time for myself. I was like, okay, so I'll take a time for it. So,
But how did this happen? How did this come about?
well, on which just mainly I was really, really horny, and I needed the true and honest relationship to come about. So, obviously, this was one of the best ways to do it, despite it being with the. And I don't want to believe in labels at all, but
Right.
obviously, tell.
Yeah. So this is a really long call. It's like 20 minutes.
They go on,
and
to-
she's all like, "Oh, that's cool!" Like the whole time, she's kind of like pandering.
Entrapment.
Chris Chan ends up telling this girl that their mom made the first move, but also in the same breath said their mom was confused during it,
and
but came around.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
I
Chris
bet
Chan-
she came around.
Oh no! Christine Weston Chandler also said that they're in an open relationship with their mom, so they're going on to like
Not
put their mom in
exclusive.
the like as a side piece. Could you imagine side piecing your mom, Andrew? Not even. That's the woman that brought you into this world. You can't even give her like the
An
let her hold your
exclusive
belt loop?
relationship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Well,
bad.
She's got to earn it. Can't just be giving out exclusive rights to everybody. Otherwise, it wouldn't be so special.
It's conversation.
You wouldn't know sun if it weren't for rain.
Wouldn't be so special. Wouldn't be no daughter if there weren't for rain either. This is
Yeah, well, if you made it rain on your tits, you wouldn't have to have a daughter.
oh god. I don't even want to think about any of the logistics of their their encounter.
Well, you brought it up.
Ben brought it up. The internet brought it up. I actually was the one that showed Ben.
I don't want to think about this anyway. Check this out.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like to share my misery for having to know about this kind of stuff with everyone.
I thought you just meant no Billy. Like I like to share the fact that I just know Billy, so everyone can feel my pain.
There's a 49-part documentary series about Chris Chan on YouTube.
Who's watching that many?
A lot of people.
It's 59.
Is each
Is it
part
59?
1 minute?
It's 59.
No, they're like half an hour to an hour each.
Hey,
45 minutes.
but no
apiece.
one will subscribe to my YouTube channel.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Hold on though. The intro is compelling. This is the thing I was playing earlier with the disclaimer.
There's 2 days worth of content of this documentary on the internet.
Yep.
2 days.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, girls and boys, and dudes of all teenagers, as
This
well
is pre-trans.
as the
Chris.
gals. My name is Christian Chandler. I am here, and y'all are there.
See the medallion that he's wearing around his neck? That's Sonichu.
Is that when he signed to Rockefeller, or?
Yeah.
Chris Chan.
I bet he
Arguably the
spends a
most
lot of time on 4chan.
Documented person
Oh, I
in
don't
history. His antics have been witnessed by millions, with many always keeping a close eye on him, waiting to see what he does next.
Because all you do is make me feel sad and depressed. He should love his mother. She misses him. Hello, we're live
There's their mom.
on the internet. What do you want? Mom, hello. I love the women outside. Do not hate. Hate is not so good.
They've been on the news multiple times. Trying to break a PS3 because
You would think that with their disability payments, they could afford better camera gear, but
yeah.
It's not a good job.
Everything about my house off the internet.
Oh, they pepper sprayed a GameStop employee because there was a new Sonic game coming out, and they had changed the color of Sonic the Hedgehog's arms from tan to blue. So Chris Chan came into their local GameStop and tried to deface the display by painting the arms a different color. And then when they tried to stop them, they pepper sprayed them.
Don't call anybody.
Right here. Oh, they don't show the whole thing there.
Aftershave. Well, you
That's
gonna do
when-
bang. Yeah,
Look at all the toys. That's where all the Social Security money is going.
What made him this way? What is the attraction?
See, there's like old ass footage.
is this a documentary about what happens after you get the J&J, or what?
What keeps us fascinated? This is the story of Chris Chan.
So when they went before the judge for the first time, they were like, "Hey, will you let me leave and let me pick up some stuff from my house, and then I'll come back and cooperate?" And it's like, your cooperation is not optional.
I'm willing to cooperate with the court system if I can go home and get some of my toys.
Basically, yeah. No, you don't get to have toys in jail.
So this is the guy that called from jail to the chick with the tits.
No, the chick with the tits call was prior to the jail. He got put in jail.
Oh, he got put in jail because of the phone call.
Yeah.
I see. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you know, loose lips sink ships, and relationships.
It's not the first time I heard that quote this week.
Well,
Loose
you
lips
know,
sink ships.
keep you don't be dry snitching on yourself, and you know, nothing would happen.
Just saying.
Yeah.
I guess they're facing at least 10 years in prison.
Like someone said, he's gonna be Bubba's toy in jail. Yeah, you'll have plenty of toys in jail. You'll be the toy.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, that was uplifting.
I just thought we'd give you a little.
Now we're going to talk about
human story.
We're going to talk about someone else now, Mark Connors. Yeah.
So the show that you're on today is just going to be a series of unfortunate events.
Yeah. Yeah.
We had this guy on.
I feel
last
like I'm
week.
looking into the future.
Yeah,
what my life is about to become.
We'll play the intro too. Here it comes.
I've had this dream before.
I should turn off that goddamn internet.
Oh, don't touch me. Don't touch me. DeeP, are they going to touch me?
All right, so yeah, go ahead. And you were starting to explain.
Okay, so last week we had this guy on the show, and he was claiming to be like a country music musician,
which actually I've found out is actually true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I mean, I can make a website that says I'm a comedian. No one's gonna believe you.
I mean, I've seen videos of him with Dolly Parton and with Taylor Swift when she was like still a teenager.
Yeah, the guy is. He was in this other dude's house. This guy we've been riffing on, Trumpster Bob, because Trumpster Bob is a real character, and this guy was in Trumpster Bob's mansion, which is not really his mansion. He just lives in the mansion.
Yeah.
The mansion is basically a storage space for casino items.
Yeah.
It's a very weird story.
Yeah, here's the clip. So this is the guy. He wanted to be on our show so bad to like defend himself, which is sketch at face value.
I mean, anyone who wants to be on this show has clearly got problems.
We begged you to be here.
He just popped up out of nowhere and started getting other people. Either they were sock accounts or other actual people. And we called him, and I could just tell he was full of shit. So yeah, this is the house.
Nice house.
Yeah, see all the craps table and
yeah.
So these two guys have been feuding on the internet forever. I'm not really a fan of either of them.
It looks like a shaker. I don't think so. No. Yeah. You gotta do something good. Oh no. Look at strong.
So this video, what happens in a second here is the reason we even talked about this guy. And he just like, oh, there we go.
I mean, you got a free shot and you miss. That's
Yeah, so this guy, for some reason, just pops out of nowhere, really, really wants us to talk to him. We call him, and he's talking about how he's like this martial arts master. And
who are you talking? The guy in the red or the guy in the eagle wing shirt?
The other,
the wing shirt.
Okay.
Yeah, and he's just he's like, yeah, did you see my front kick? Like he's doing the whole thing like, ooh, if I would have gotten charged with assault with a deadly weapon if I would have striked him. You know?
Yeah. Well.
And I was just like, this guy reeks of bullshit. And then it turns out we talked to him, and I'm like, hey, this guy's kind of weird. I don't know if I believe everything he says. Then we get sent this news story.
Please leave this property right now.
This is him at his...
Nice red belt there, sensei.
He said he was a black belt.
A karate instructor for kids is not pleased with what the News 4i team uncovered about his past. Chief investigative reporter Jeremy Finley discovered how he and others are avoiding the sex offender registry, even if they pleaded guilty to sex crimes against children.
Again, people that want to be with kids, you're like, there's something weird. You either have a pure heart or no one with any reasonable, amount of patience would be like, America's youth is who I really have a passion for. for more than a couple
That's
years.
Mark Cruz heading into work.
See, here his name is Mark Cruz. I found out he has like 3 last names.
Okay, yeah.
Well, you kind of you get one name on a list when you're on an offender list. When you plead guilty to something under one name, you tend to get a new name,
But
right?
part of this news story was that he
Was
didn't
that what
end
you
up on
did?
the list.
Yeah.
He didn't end up on the list. He got his plea deal kept him off the list.
Yeah, but he was still on he still pleaded guilty under that name.
Right.
That's why back a couple seconds. The video of him walking to when they go, here's Mark Chandler. The graphics pop up like it's like a new. It's what are you, the Terminator?
Yeah,
What is with all this graphic?
This is Iron Man.
Oh, we can tell he's got a heartbeat of 143. Shut up. Get out of
The
here.
work. Are you Mark by chance? He doesn't realize the News 4i team is also here to confirm he teaches children.
What age group do you teach? I teach all of the from like 10 on, basically. 10 on. No, about 7, 8, 9, 10 in that area.
We wanted to know.
By the way, he told me he didn't know karate after he said he knew karate. And then,
Well, 10 on, and then, 7, 8, 9, 10. Well, that's a little. I'll give you the pass on 8, 9, 10, but 7 is like. There's a big difference between 7 and 10.
I did teach a 3-year-old karate.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah.
Because of this. In 2009, when he was 46, he pleaded guilty to statutory rape of a then 15-year-old girl.
But he only pleaded guilty because they were trying to charge him with aggravated statutory.
Yeah.
So he pleaded down. Like
To felony rape.
There's so much fake martial arts out there, and that's why there are certain organizations that try to accredit certain martial arts schools.
Sure.
And this guy, I asked this guy a very basic question about karate, which he said he knew, and then he was like, "Oh, well, that's karate. I don't do karate." And I'm like, "You just fucking said you did karate.
Yeah.
That you taught it." And the building where he was teaching it says karate really big in the fucking windows.
Yeah.
This guy's full of shit.
Excuse me, Mr. Cruz. My name's Jeremy Finley. I'm with Channel 4. Do you think a man who's guilty of rape should be teaching children?
Please leave this property.
So how does a man who pleaded guilty to a sex offense...
He kind of sounds like Jerry Lewis when he talks, too.
Who also had a very young...
No,
girl.
that's Jerry Lee Lewis.
Oh.
against a child end up running a karate studio for kids because of a deal the News 4i team found that keeps him and others guilty of the same crime off the sex offender registry.
This is about avoiding the registry.
This is all about avoiding the registry.
Our investigation found state law allows plea deals.
Yeah, I mean, part of the bread and butter of...
That's the law. I mean, it sucks. Why do they have that as the law?
Because plea deals save the court time.
And money. And yeah, I get it. But, like, also you could not let sex offenders walk free.
It's true. No, yeah.
You don't have
not
to make
defensible.
the...
I would like to save the court time and money. So I'm just going to do a catch and release for the sex offenders.
Yeah.
For people who admit they're guilty of statutory rape. In Cruz's case...
I mean, did you hear near the courthouse in downtown Seattle, there was some homeless dude hiding in the bathroom, and he tried to rape a woman that worked at the courthouse. This was just like last week.
Yeah.
And that guy had just gotten out of jail for trying to do the same thing. Like, the people who are homeless, they get caught and released for all kinds of assault.
Yeah.
All the time.
He was charged with aggravated statutory rape and pleaded down to statutory rape. And look at his case file. No contact with his victim and no sex offender registration. We found it happened in 2 other cases just this year in Nashville. It means Cruz doesn't have to tell any of the parents of his students about his guilty plea.
And I can only imagine people will see this and think, this law isn't working.
Well, the law gives the judge the discretion to put the person on or not.
This guy kind of looks like Dick Cheney.
But that's a negotiation tool.
Look me up. You won't find my name on any predator list.
Yeah, because you took the plea deal. I don't know if that's something to brag about.
Yeah. Like, I wouldn't be advertising it, but he's
Simpson.
not wrong, you know?
O.J. Simpson's like, look me up.
Hey, man, I ain't never killed my wife.
I never got convicted of killing my
it's
old
like,
wife.
He didn't. He was found not guilty.
I mean, but, you know.
I might have been held liable.
YouTube video, Cruz says he's
He
innocent
was
and suggests
liable
he made the deal
in civil
to
court.
keep his voting and gun rights.
Because I'm not a predator.
We had a lot of questions about that, but as you can see,
that's
you
not
don't-
why you're not on the list.
Oh yeah, that's true. He also like the lesser charge. He got to keep his guns and still vote because like felons can't vote.
That's a great plea deal.
I mean, it is.
Want to say anything in your defense?
I can't believe this.
He wasn't interested in answering them.
After that night, we called Mr.
I don't know why
Cruz
he's
and
walking
again
into a barbershop. He's balding as fuck.
offered to do an interview.
Maybe it was a barbershop quartet.
In his karate gi, no less.
Yeah.
Interview, he declined. A spokesman for the DA's office that made that deal says
Karate
they're just
chop off
following
6
what
inches.
the law allows. Jeremy Finley.
Okay, and this is the follow-up story.
Are you really Jeremy Finley?
I can't believe this.
A News 4 I-Team investigation revealed how a karate instructor for children was also an admitted rapist. And tonight, Chief Investigative Reporter Jeremy Finley found the studio where he once taught kids is now empty.
Well, cancel culture is out of control.
By chance? It was in September when the News 4 I-Team found Mark Connors admitting he teaches children at this Portland martial arts studio.
What age group do you teach? I teach all of the from like 10
I teach all
on,
of the,
basically.
you know,
10 on.
10 on.
No, about 7, 8, 9, 10 in that area.
Excuse me, Mr. Cruz. My name's Jeremy Finley. I'm with Channel 4.
But he wasn't so talkative about his criminal past, where he
love that.
pleaded guilty to raping a 15-year-old girl when he was 46 years old.
Do you think a man who's guilty of rape should be teaching children?
Please leave this
Yeah, there's the barbershop.
Yeah, I
Our
know.
investigation
They
uncovered
should have
that
locked their
he
doors. Like,
and
hey, we
men
don't
in
want you
other
in here. Fucking weirdo.
cases pleaded down to statutory rape.
All right, so this is basically the same thing, but I guess he closed his studio down.
Okay.
So there's also
Did he close the studio down, or did everybody take their kids out of his
Maybe.
classes?
Either way,
Is he like the priest that just moved to a different parish?
that's what I was thinking.
Well, he was there in Trumpster Bob's house getting a deal set up for some touring gigs, so he's back into music now.
Yeah.
He's hung up the cloth and
And
picked
so
up
he
the
wanted to
guitar.
reach out to you guys because he thought that'll clear my name.
Yeah, he's just trying to clear his name here on the Drunken
The
Peasants
Drunken
podcast.
Peasants podcast, where everybody goes to get the truth.
Yeah.
Their videos never get taken down. They're a reputable news source.
Some people would say. Yeah. So.
I just want to remind everyone out there, this is our Saturday bonus show. We do one every week, provided we meet the goal the previous week. We are over halfway there, but I don't think we've gotten
We're
any.
halfway there. Whoa.
So if
Sitting
someone
on a chair.
if someone can test the system on Streamlabs to make sure this works, that would be
Yeah.
great.
Somebody send us $20 to $100 to $500 so we can make sure it's working. You said that this Mark guy was in videos with Dolly Parton and Taylor Swift.
Yes, I'm afraid to play them.
Yeah.
Because from what I've heard, he like flags videos and shit.
Yeah.
So
But-
I don't know if I want to play them, but they exist.
Huh.
I saw he did an interview
I think the
recently
thing
too.
just went up. Yeah, 666.
He's also accused of stolen valor. He's accused of like saying he was a Desert Storm vet.
Really?
But there's no evidence that he ever was.
Yeah, I had someone DMing me while he was on that didn't see him before. They were just like, "I know this guy would lie about being in the military. Ask him about it." And he's the stolen valor type. Ask him about it. And I didn't read it until afterwards. They just knew it. So it's funny that that's been confirmed.
I've been podcasting for a year and a half. Not one single person has requested to be on my show.
Really?
Yeah.
You need to
With
talk
your
to some of
dad,
these.
right?
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, I do my dad, and I do one with my buddy Corey too.
Oh, cool.
You gotta get people on who are trying to clear their name for being sex offenders.
Absolutely.
That's how it works.
Well, we would have you on, but you're okay with being labeled a sex offender. You
Yeah,
don't
I'm not
mind
trying
it,
to
you know?
clear
You're
my
not
name.
trying to
I wanna
clear your name.
amplify.
You're like, let everybody know.
I want people to know I got that good.
He did this kind of like.
It is offensive how good you are at sex.
That's
He
unfortunate.
did like this
That's the
damage
only list
control.
I'm on.
He did this damage control interview that someone posted in our content section. This
Okay.
woman came around.
So someone actually had him on their show.
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
lady was like, I'm desperate.
I looked at it though; it didn't get a lot of views.
Yeah.
All right.
That's the only reason to have him on is hopefully he gets some clicks.
We totally did. It's Friday the 13th. Does that mean
Is she named after the toilet paper?
Absolutely. I love Friday the
Sharman
13th.
Smith?
It always works out in my favor.
Excellent, my love. Oh my God, you look gorgeous.
Thank you. You do too. It was definitely a Friday night for me. I spruced up a little more than usual.
They're lying to each other, but that's fine.
How much did he pay them to do this? Do you think? Oh, look, yeah. See, there's
Same
like
with Dolly and all the kids.
Yeah.
And Taylor Swift.
Yeah, Hank Williams Jr.
Dolly Parton, and you're watching Road Stars of Country.
They don't know how to play a video without having it echo.
He could have like green screened himself onto that.
I think he is confirmed.
I mean, he's there obviously, but it doesn't.
There's
That's
Taylor
not
Swift.
her going like, I agree with whatever this guy says. You know, you got to be careful
At
when
least
you're
it's
like with a celebrity, you're like co-signing them, and it's like, no, man, I just took a photo with a fan after a show. You know.
I've got a lot of videos of me with like Bill Cosby.
He was an
Harvey
anti-vaxxer.
Weinstein.
Dolly Parton was trying to convince him.
Here he is.
But you can tell he's a professional because he's welcoming us to the show. Dude, you're the guest.
Well, okay. Welcome me to the show.
Yes, welcome.
Thank you, Mark. Thank you for coming.
So this is why he lives in Nashville, because he fancies himself as a country musician.
Then why was he in?
It wasn't. It's Portland area in Nashville.
Oh, but he was in Texas for Trumpster Bob's house. Was that he just drove down there?
Yeah, he must have.
So weird.
And talking to us tonight. We really appreciate it.
You're very welcome, ma'am. It's a pleasure to be here, ladies.
It is amazing. You know what? There's a lot of chatter. You know what? I'm going to say, Sharman, you're going to cover everything. We already got some sassy comments out there. You know, they called that video lame and all of this and that. I want you.
So,
where is he looking?
I have no proof, but I feel like he paid these women to do this like fake podcast.
You think?
I don't know.
Do they have a podcast and he was like,
But nobody watches it, right? You said there was barely any views.
Yeah, let me look at it.
I think they were just like, yeah, let's get this cool guy on who's been with Dolly Parton and Taylor Swift.
All they do is defend him this whole time.
Because what are they going to do? They're not journalists. They're stay-at-home moms. They're like,
they do tons of research. That's all they have time to do.
They're still on the fence about getting the Pope.
I'm not saying the V word, vagina.
The woman on the upper right.
I am not getting that vagina inside me.
Yeah, I'm not getting vaginated.
The woman on the upper right, Coach Love, posted this video in our content section.
Nice.
So she came and joined our Discord, and she says, "Please join me and Sharman for this interview. There are many rumors about Mark Connors, as there are breaths in a minute." Queen TV is happy to present guest host Sharman Smith's months-long investigation that will reveal the truth behind the Play-Doh allegations, decades-long feud with T-Bob, Harry Brogan, and disclose the details of Mark's health
Spoiled
condition.
white women are the downfall of America, I'm telling you.
All women are the downfall of America. I say get rid of them and let's have
Only
sex with
trans
each other,
women
guys.
allowed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's do each other, guys.
Only men that convert themselves.
An amazing
Yeah, you
video.
can tuck that thing back and hang with me, girl.
Plus, Sharman has gained significant knowledge of Mark's wife's perspective, and you can believe that the stalking, trolling, and strife have been taking their toll on her as well as Mark.
Oh, no.
Poor guy.
This will be a white-knuckle, grab you by the seat of your pants, heart-stopping interview that you don't want to miss.
They know how to sell an interview.
But
crap.
wait, there's more.
I
Much
literally
more.
can't wait for this to end.
I don't
This
know
is riveting.
why people question your stardom. Why do they do that?
Why do they do that?
Your stardom?
Yeah, I don't.
I mean, I question it because I'd never heard of him before any of this.
I mean, that would be a good questioning. I didn't question it. I said, oh, he's there with Taylor Swift and Dolly Parton? That's cool.
This
Remember
is
the
exactly
time?
like the conversations I have with my other two personalities in my head. Andrew, why aren't you more famous? I don't
Right.
understand.
Actually, I don't know because it's pretty obvious what I've done in my life. And
Oh, now we got T-Bob in the
my
chat.
career, it's all over. So, you know,
I
it's
know.
there.
It is.
It's actually a group of people that
Trumpster Bob pops up in this interview later on too. I think Trumpster Bob is like simping out for Mark Connors Cruz Esquire.
When you get in a fight with somebody, when you get in a fist fight, when you're really down in the trench with somebody, it's as intimate as having sex with them, right? Like a fight is the equal of intimacy. Did
they do the butthole challenge?
That sex is.
This guy is definitely banging his mom. That's all I gotta say.
Oh no.
that I can, if I can humbly say, that are jealous, insecure. The Joker's not supposed to be here. Let's see. Yeah, no Joker tonight. They're jealous. They're insecure.
Why are you so jealous and insecure, Ben?
I'm not going to apologize for my success in life.
Yeah, we don't care about your success. It's the whole diddling a 15-year-old gimmick and lying about being a karate dude. Like, yeah, you sat next to Dolly Parton's fat tits for 24 seconds.
He said he said he was a karate dude and then said he wasn't a karate dude. So one of those two things has to be a lie.
I just need to know.
And it's really funny how some of them like to say that it's all fake.
That's amazing. Well, wait, don't reveal too much. I'm going to let Charmin unwrap this amazing package. I'm going to
Unwrap the Charmin?
The package of Charmin.
Interesting
Hey, baby,
wordplay.
that's real. There's a toilet paper shortage. That's real sexy.
Yeah, this is like The View, but it's the wipe.
You guys have a lot of fun. I'm hanging out back here in the background, and I can't wait to see what happens.
So Trumpster Bob spelled protein wrong in the chat, I believe, and now everyone's like ragging on him for it.
Mark, how long ago was that video made?
That video, I think, was about maybe 10 years ago.
Maybe 10 years ago. I know that you have a group of people that have been following.
Hey, Trumpster Bob, do you think Mark Connors is protein?
Following you and stalking you and harassing you for over a decade.
Yes, ma'am.
I know that you've.
So this is I've been harassed for over a decade.
Oh no!
So like he just gave her questions to ask or whatever. You know, I mean, fine.
Been in country music. You've been in, let's call it news. I know that you had
underage girls.
Did you see the?
No, what was it? Was it solid?
Was that part of this podcast?
So yeah, everybody's allowed to send
let's
their
call
little...
it news.
Right there.
What's it just no one has heard of you? To be fair, we never
Mark's
heard of him.
giant teeth.
We had never heard of him until he got punched in the face by Trumpster Bob. That's how we got introduced. And then, unfortunately, we learned more that night after I gave him such a quality interview.
Do you hear this? Do you hear this? Trumpster Bob, the joke flew right over Trumpster Bob's head. He said, "Suck him off and let me know." Dude, did you protein? Yeah, now you
as
get
opposed
it.
to being anti-teen.
News. I know that you had a YouTube or a Ustream channel many years before YouTube started. I know that you have had
a YouTube channel many years before YouTube started.
Well, she said Ustream. I don't think Ustream was out before YouTube, was it?
I have no idea.
I don't know.
a little different.
I could be wrong.
Talk shows or podcasts. When
Yes.
did you really get started in the spotlight?
In the which spotlight?
And in the public eye.
I think 9 years old.
Ah, good one. He was a 9-year-old boy.
I was on Ed McMahon's Star Search, and I got 3 3/4 stars.
He was a little boy.
9 years old.
I promoted a concert when I was 9 years old. My very first concert when I was 9 years old.
It was next to the lemonade stand that his little sister was
school
running.
play, but you know, I promoted it.
When did you really start to see some mainstream success?
When I was 14.
14.
Yeah,
and will you share what year that was with us?
Gee whiz.
Did you say there's another good one? they keep like clicking it away.
Yeah.
I know. I'm gonna date you here. We're gonna
You're gonna
have ages. We're gonna know how old everybody
I'm
is.
60 years old right now.
All right, wonderful.
And when I was 14, I put out a song everybody used to say, I used to tell them I wanted to be a star someday, and and all of my friends and everybody would go, yeah, dream on, dude, dream on, whatever. So I wrote a song called Dream On.
Was it
Dream On?
Did Aerosmith cover it?
Yeah.
And then I changed to Dreams Upon, and then I started playing it out in my parties. I used to produce giant booty parties, 40 kegs of beer, 10 bands in the middle of nowhere in the desert with generators, full
That's
stage.
why no
full
one's
lighting,
ever
all
heard
that
of them
stuff.
before.
And the song got popular, and one of the radio stations heard about it, and they invited me to come in and do an interview. And I was like, "What? Whoa!" And
So
they
this was the 70s.
Yes. Oh, yes. And they put it. Yeah.
That's why
and
no
they
one
put it on
remembers
the
it.
radio, and it caught on. And it ended up being on the radio for quite a little while there, and that's what actually kicked off my rock and roll career.
That's what kicked it off. That's fantastic. So you've been doing this in the public spotlight for over 40 years.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
All my life. Yes.
All your life. And you started to experience some trouble around 2007. Is that my understanding?
Uh-huh. Sure did.
Yep.
How much do you want to share with us about that event?
This is scripted. I mean, come on.
I'm not saying it's not.
Oh, no. I'm just saying. What do you think? What do you think?
I think this is fucking dog shit. Like, what's he gonna say about this? Yeah, when I was a 46-year-old little boy.
How much should he pay for the interview? Because I could use a puff piece like this,
Yeah.
Give me some of that puff pass, Charmin.
Oh, out of respect for somebody that's probably watching right now, I'm going to be really delicate.
I appreciate.
Who
is the 15-year-old girl watching right now, or is it your girlfriend, your fiance that you don't want to piss off? Like,
Shake that.
I'm really careful because we know who we're talking about.
No, I don't know what you're talking about.
But yes, I
Hillary
had
Clinton.
two young ladies.
That's a whole new layer.
Informed me that their father and their mother, all four of them, had informed me that their father.
He was all like, we were watching him fight Trumpster Bob, and he's all like, I'm using a keto here, and I'm using like some kung fu over here. Like, it just sounds ridiculous. No one who's
How much is he going to pay you to be on your podcast?
We'll give him a puff piece for what?
Yeah, well, like, what's your price? Like
$60.
We were wrong about Mark.
The donation's
Connor's
up to
cruise.
461. So, like, yeah, if you just need $1,000 a podcast, ask him to send you $500.
Easy. It's easy.
There was molesting the two older girls and had now started in possibly on the 11-year-old. And he took the doors off of their bedrooms so he can have access to their bedrooms at night. And,
This is taking a dark turn.
and,
What the hell?
When they came to my office, I had a ranch. I owned a dude ranch called Music City Dude Ranch in Nashville,
That's
and
so
which now
cringy.
Kid Rock owns that property. And they were working there at the ranch, and they learned to trust me. They got to know me. I was friends.
He
with
knew
the
Kid Rock
family.
back when he was a kid.
I knew them really
Because he
pretty
likes
well.
10-year-olds.
And one day they said, I need to come in and talk
I'll
to you.
explain
mom
the
called me and
jokes.
said, "Can I
As
come
low
and
as
talk to you?"
7.
And I said, well, of course.
We're gonna explain
And
every
they
joke
came in,
tonight.
and she says, what we're going to
It's a good-
tell you
it's a good
is
idea.
it's really super important, and you're the only person that we can trust with this issue. And they said the girl lifted up her shirt, her sleeve.
Oh, okay. Glad you clarified.
And she had cuts all down her whole arm and all the way down the other side.
That's
And
not
then
where
she
I thought
had
that was
sweats
going.
on, sweats on, and lifted up her sweat bottoms up to like
She
past
lifted up her
knees.
shirt and said,
She had
"Woo,
cuts
spring
all the
break."
way down that leg and the other side also. And when I saw them, I literally had to run to the bathroom and throw up because
You
it was,
liar.
I've never
No
seen
one
anything
does
like
this.
that. It was devastating to see.
Yeah,
And
cutting.
Yeah, go ahead.
Cutting is kind of a new phenomenon that's come around
No,
in the
it's
last
not.
15 to 20 years. It's,
No, Charmin,
a
you're
lot
wrong.
of
People have been cutting since knives were cool. Get out of here.
people aren't familiar with it. They don't understand that this is a way that people use to punish themselves and to control the pain that they are in.
It's bad
Cutting
medicine.
is a very complicated thing that it is.
It's actually
is
very simple.
rooted in
Okay,
trauma.
right now, I'm going to tell you right now, you guys are allowing me to be stalked on your channel.
What? That's a turn.
Fucking weirdo.
Are your stalkers here?
Yes, they are.
Yes, they are.
Are they
Charmin.
making comments?
They're
Yes,
here.
they are.
I
Charmin.
hear their voices every night before bed.
So, negative comments is stalking.
Yep.
Like stalking is when they show up at your house or they like post your
Yeah, he
personal
just thinks like
information.
every negative comment is the same person. It's like, no, people just hate you everywhere you go. No one's stalking you. They just hate you.
They've been following you for a long time, and it is all directly related to this situation with these girls.
Yes, it is.
And I understand
So
that you
I-
stepped up to help
I
these
wanna-
individuals.
I want to
Douglas
speak.
Ducote.
Can you hear
Douglas Ducote. Douglas Ducote.
Yes,
has
we can
got
hear
to
you. Shut up.
Go or I'll go.
me? Douglas Ducote.
Yep. Anything, any of that stuff that you see there, I'm not going to participate. I am not going to be on another television show where I am abused.
Another
I'm not
television
going to be on
show.
another television show where I am stalked.
Live on the
and
Wipe
allow my
with Charmin
stalkers
Smith.
to continue to literally stalk me right here on the show.
So he's already ready to get out of here.
Yeah, he's censoring the little dude that's probably in there calling
It's-
out all the bullshit.
It's 5 minutes into the thing, and they're jacking him off, and he's like, well,
I'm gonna go if he doesn't go. You gotta ban
if they
him.
gotta
Stop
kick
him.
off everyone who says a negative comment about him, they'll lose their entire audience. So what do you want to do?
And make
I don't blame you. I understand.
This channel has like 21 subscribers, and this interview
Yeah,
has like
all right.
100 views.
Cool.
So I don't know why he even cares. Now
93
more
of
people,
those views are you and Billy.
Right?
Yeah, we were watching and having a fap.
Completely. There's a lot of confusion around this situation, and I don't understand really why these individuals have focused in on you and stayed so focused on you for 15 years. That's something that I find very interesting.
15
No, something that I find very interesting is you asked him about his checkered past, and he starts talking about how some little girls trusted him enough to show cuts on their body. Is that what he's trying to claim? That his charge that he talked down from aggravated statutory rape to regular statutory rape was because he was looking at scars on a girl's body? Is that what he's trying to say here? This doesn't make sense.
I don't understand why they have stayed so adamant against you for as long as they have. This situation that took place with these girls started in 2007. There was an arrest. You were arrested.
I was indicted. Yes, I
You were
was indicted. And I was not invited to stand up.
I just got a fucking DM on Discord from someone who I recognize their name. I think it's someone Elisa has on her show a lot. I think they go by Tall, Dark, and a Handful.
Oh
or
yeah,
something like
smart
that.
guy.
Yeah, they just sent me a DM and they're like, talk about this on your satanic show. Billy the Fridge Indecent Pub Exposure.
Good.
And it's the like thing
For
that we've-
showing his face?
it's a thing that we've played 100 times on the show over the years where like it's the worked acted out the Leviathan thing.
How could I?
It's like, first of all, you're an idiot because we've shown this multiple times. Second of all, this was an actor they hired, and this wasn't public. They were inside of an RV. I don't even think you were totally
And even
naked.
if it was public and I was running around with my dick swinging, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, you're kind of dumb, man.
Anyways, let's talk more about Mark Connors. I want to hear what the hell he has to say about these charges because so far he's making it sound like he was just being a good, honest dude on the dude ranch.
Up for myself at that indictment, obviously.
Nobody ever is to an indictment. Most people, most American citizens don't understand the criminal justice system, and they don't understand the difference between an indictment and a conviction, which is, I think, is incredibly important, right?
Yeah, I understand.
But he did get convicted for statutory rape, right?
He pled guilty.
He pled
The
guilty.
thing is that I could have literally quashed the whole thing if I was there at the indictment.
Is that true?
Correct. And the indictment exists because an indictment is not a jury of your peers. It is a review by a panel of people who think, based on the information that they have, that they could get a conviction. Once an indictment is done, they send it to the DA, and the DA determines if they're even going to file or press charges,
And they
which did not ever happen.
What? Then how was he
do you plead
convicted?
guilty?
How do you plead guilty if it never happened?
Well, they filed charges. Sure, they did.
Yeah,
oh, so you're not correct, Sherman. Deputy dumb shit.
She seems like a nice lady.
Fuck nice ladies.
Nice lady.
But did they ever press charges against you?
Oh, yeah, they charged me.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, I pled guilty to statutory rape, Sharman.
You can't plead guilty if there's no charges.
Pled guilty, Sharman, but here's the deal,
Hold
right?
on, I thought you did a lot of research on this.
Months and months of research. All down the drain.
Oh no, Sharman, how could you?
With 3 counts. And when we went in there, they
She's
dropped
used
the
to
charges.
charming her way through the interview.
when with 3 counts, but when we went in there, they dropped the charges. Yeah, they dropped them from aggravated statutory rape
to a new charge,
regular statutory
that
rape
you pled guilty to.
Exactly.
That's what a plea deal is. You just plead guilty to a lower charge.
You're working some crazy semantics here, Mark.
That's why I said if I would have went to the indictment, I could have held up an email.
So he's like, if I would have showed up to why didn't you show up? Like, if it's that important and you could have just made it all go away, why didn't you show up?
Or why'd you plead guilty to a felony? If you could just show them an email.
Planning on doing what they were being forced to do.
Can't you just send the email?
You'd think.
So we had to go through the system.
Right. So everything's been dismissed. There is a link floating around that goes straight to this your Nashville court record. And it includes the indictment date. It includes the date everything was dismissed. It includes that there was no probation. There was no court time to be served. You weren't
court time to be served.
held in prison.
It's real simple. I never spent a day in jail.
Right.
I walked out as a free man. I had no fines, no restitution stuff, no counseling, no nothing. They said
you never pled guilty to anything.
No,
you never
he did.
admitted to doing anything.
Absolutely
There's
not.
never been any other charges brought against you or accusations from
He didn't plead guilty. Well, then what's a plea deal?
anyone
Yeah,
else.
why did it said he pled guilty?
One of the things that's so common about sexual predators is that there's always multiple victims.
Okay.
That doesn't seem to exist here.
Well, I don't.
He's like, okay, where are you going with this? Hey.
I don't know much about it, really, too much about what you're talking. You're the pro on there.
Nobody
But no,
seems to know much about
absolutely not.
anything
They,
here.
they went out and said, "Oh, maybe there's more victims," and then the stalkers that are here right now, they went out there and hunted and hunted and hunted and hunted, no, there's no way that can happen. I'm not worried about that. Never have been worried about it. It's been 15 years, and you know what? If here's another thing I want to point out: if I was actually found guilty, they could have sued me, and you know darn well they would have sued me if
Right,
I
civil,
was-
right. There's criminal charges and there's civil charges. It's easier to get a settlement out of a civil suit than it is to get a conviction out of a criminal suit.
But he pled
the DA
guilty.
didn't pursue criminal
pled
charges
guilty.
against you. Everything was
Yeah,
dropped
Lisa's
and
comment
dismissed.
saying, then why did everyone say he pled guilty? Because he did. The news said he did.
The news said he did.
Is the news messing up? Did the news call an oopsie on their multiple pieces on him?
I mean, the news has been wrong before, but I would say the odds are pretty low, especially for them to do like the follow-up story and all that shit.
It's my understanding that these three.
I want to make this clear for you because there's some questions there.
Mhm.
The charges were dropped pretty quickly. The first day they went, "Oh, this is not gonna fly. This is bull crap. Nothing." And then when they dropped the charges, the father that was afraid of me testifying against him in another case.
Oh, a new layer. He's saying that
the
father of the victim was concocted this story because he was afraid of him testifying against him in another case. What's the other case? Like, what is this?
Is that what he's talking about with the kids having the cuts all over them? Like this, is that where he was going with this bullshit?
I don't know. He didn't even.
That involved $130 million worth of tax fraud. That's
ow there.
That's what this was all with that.
Right.
Is I had a recording of this man asking me to be involved in an illegal process that it was no. And
This is so sus. This is some crazy, suspicious ass shit.
Yeah. I'm looking here at the criminal case summary, and they charged him with 3 counts of aggravated statutory rape, and those 3 counts got dropped to the plea deal that he took of just statutory rape, which is still a felony. The other charges got dropped so he could plea to that lower charge.
And he pled guilty.
Yes.
So he was convicted. He pled guilty to something and was convicted for it.
I recorded it. When he found out that I had a recording, he tried everything he could to get it back from me, and I said, no, I'm using this to protect myself in case anything happens to you guys. And I already knew what was going to happen to them guys, because I had a friend named David Cooley, which was the lieutenant governor of the state of Tennessee at the time, and I was learning more and more about this guy, and I read up on him, and I didn't want to have anything to do with him, so I kept...
He's deflecting to someone else that's not even here
Yeah.
to refute these claims.
The tape. He ended up he actually ended up breaking into my home looking for the tape while I was shooting a music video in downtown Nashville. And that kind of got me really kind of funny there. But when I would not cooperate with him, he stepped it up, and I got an email from his daughter that said, my daddy, Mark, run, leave town. Mark, and I'm like, what the hell are you talking about? Run.
You see, Elisa, I sent Charmin court records.
Yeah.
Why should I run and leave town? I own a business. I'm running a business and stuff. She said, my daddy is going to make me lie. He kept me up all night long, wouldn't let me go to the bathroom, wouldn't let me drink, wouldn't let me eat, wouldn't let me do a thing until I agreed to lie for him. And she sent me this email, and I saved that email, of course, which in the end, that's what changed everything right off the bat.
Right.
Okay, so we're going to pay attention to some things going on here. I'm going to let you know right now, Sherman, I have an attorney right now watching this.
Oh my God, dude!
So now he's gonna sue them, or whatever. I mean, all right. Is he gonna come after us too?
Good.
He's
And I also have a police officer right now watching this.
Why are you doing this interview then?
So they have what, 24 views, and half of them are his legal team and the cops?
Yeah. All
Good.
right.
Good. Yes.
Just so you know, doing a little bit of a veiled threat, Charmin. Just so you know.
Right, and there's also some questions taking place as to whether or not I have read the court documents that Elisa has sent me. I absolutely did read them, and I encourage anybody else to read them. Right, it clearly states that there is an indictment, the date of the indictment, the date everything has been dismissed. There's a very clear timeline in this electronic document that's going around, and it appears to me that people are only reading as far as the guilty plea on the indictment, and they're not reading anything that took place after that. And what I find so strange about all of this is, number one, this is something that happened in 2007. This is something that has been dismissed and completely dropped from your life since January of 2010, over 11 years ago. And for whatever reason, Bob has, Trumpster Bob, who is part of the Kermit and Friends community,
part of the Kermit and Friends community,
has remained loyal to destroying you throughout the years because of this situation in 2007. I don't understand why he has stayed so addicted to this issue for over a decade.
You don't understand why Trumpster Bob would be affixed on something for over a decade? He's
insane.
He's a coot.
Yeah.
He's a crazy old coot.
Yep.
I don't understand why he is so focused in on you.
There's actually some personal things going on. It wasn't Bob that actually started this. See, Bob was lied to in the first place. And he'll admit that. He'll tell you he was lied to. This started off with a woman named Kelly Taylor. Kelly Farrell Taylor from Duffield, Virginia. She was an EMT, and her husband, John Anthony Taylor. Hello, guys, because I know you're here stalking me right now.
This guy is such a character.
Literally, all the views are from his legal team and the stalkers that follow him. It sounds like the Drunken Peasants podcast.
And I'm going to ask the person that's in the other studio room right now to alert you guys. If my stalkers are on here, I'm out of here. I refuse to be stalked any longer. As you can see, I'm standing up for myself.
Good job, Mark. Finally, you used that black belt for something good. Stand up for yourself against the trolls who are continually accusing you of being a felon statutory rapist because of just some court documents and a couple of news exposés on you. How could they use that information to accuse you of such heinous things? He doesn't know what the Sanchucata is. Come on, Mark.
He doesn't know what that is.
How'd you not know what the Sanchucata was? Ben had you dead to rights.
Yep. You were wrong. Do you see this shit?
See what?
On Discord.
No. I don't see shit on Discord.
I sent you some stuff on Discord.
Jesus.
This is just...
Better not be the Sanchucata.
No. I'm going to start...
Can we Glanderson boop from Mark?
We might have to.
Glanderson boop. Thank you for helping us get to 60%. The last show was the big one. This one's like, what is going on? What is going on?
Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, that it's something really powerful that's happened from this pandemic, right? For years, nobody knew how to.
I want to get back to the stalkers.
So this guy that's messaging you is just. He says, "Was Billy the Fridge big sarcastic, calling me quote smart?" I don't know. Is that a question a smart guy would have to ask? You fun guy. And then he said, "You deceived your audience. Yes, there was an actor portraying the Westboro Baptist Church member, but that was Billy the Fridge naked in indecent public exposure. Also, it's very offensive, mocking Jesus, second person of the Trinity dying on the cross for our sins." Damn it! Ben, we're so offensive! We're gonna get canceled for mocking the J!
Taylor, John Taylor, and then their little fun guy, Harry Brogan. And I've got a nickname for
him. It wasn't indecent exposure.
But I won't say it on this particular show.
Thank you.
Yeah, the Joker would, but I'm not going to. And yeah, so hi, Harry Brogan. I almost said the whole thing. Out of Virginia Beach, Virginia. You are the one that is behind all of this thing, feeding everybody all of these lies.
I like how he gives a little light doxing there.
Yeah.
he's like, well, I'll tell you, da-da-da out of da-da-da. Come on.
Well, he knows that that's all you need to like go places on the internet to find all the other information, right? It's messed up.
This is why I'm a sweet boy. Nobody at all can be mad at me ever on the internet.
All of this crap. Harry Brogan, yes. And I want you to also know that Harry Brogan is trying to serve me with a restraining order at this time. Because just 2 weeks ago, I
wish he'd serve me with that dick.
I'm going to set.
He should give you the Harry Brogan in your throat.
Coming to Tennessee.
Cough up a
so he actually went into the courtrooms and lied to get this restraining order served out on me. Well,
a lot of people are lying on Mark in the courtrooms, apparently.
Oh, yeah?
According to Mark, a lot of people are lying on him.
They're lying on
That girl's dad's lying on him. Harry Brogan's lying on him. How could they all lie on him in court?
The only place that has the courage to tell the truth is the Drunken Peasants.
Yes.
Hey, I can't.
Yeah, we're not part of this machine.
I can't deny it. If we were part of the machine, we'd be spitting off everything everybody else is.
Jesus can suck my dick.
I mean, if he can,
I'd rather get a hand job.
Yeah.
I'm just going to let you know something. I'm flying down the road at 80 miles an hour all over Southern California. And good luck.
He'd give you like a double hand.
Oh, that's hot. Yeah.
Double penetration, which is
maybe
double
slurp on the
penetration
tip.
hand job.
The left one counts as anal.
Oh Jesus! You died.
So,
For our sins, so we can
and
say this shit about you.
Also, I have spoken to the court system in my hometown in Tennessee, and I've also spoke with the courts in Virginia Beach too. And I guess, Harry, maybe you might want to remember Officer Val, I think that was her name, that filed the restraining orders that I put out on them already. So she is now going to participate with the courts in Virginia and say, look, this is all retaliation.
Old people boomer internet drama.
I know.
It's so cute.
Yeah, it is.
Could you imagine if your fucking parents were on the internet like this? I'd be mortified. I'd be like, if my parents were sitting there talking about their court cases with vax deniers on a 24-person live stream, I'd put them in a home.
Mark Connors, and the first thing is Mark Connors, MD, National Institute of Allergy and Infectious Diseases.
That's not him.
I was going to say, I bet he has an opinion on COVID, but...
He's cutting a goddamn promo right now.
I mean, I don't know which last name is his real one.
Right, that's what I was trying to figure out.
The other one they use is Cruz. On the news, they said Mark Cruz.
Huckster.
If you type in Mark Connors or Mark Cruz karate news, you'll get all the good stuff on them.
Right.
Got to type in karate
What he's done
news.
for them already as far as getting
Karate.
legalities and what have you. So if I end up getting served, which I don't have any problem with at all whatsoever, he thinks that I'm going to come there and harm him because I advertised a Sunday show that's coming up here. And he thought that I was going to come to his house or something like that. I have no business at Harry Brogan's house or anybody else's home if there's no business there.
But
for
you
me.
did have business in Trumpster Bob's house.
Yeah.
Actual
Of
business.
all the houses to have business in.
It's so weird.
It is weird. The odds of that just being a coincidence are slim to none.
I have no business in your house.
Right.
Unless I have business
Unless I have business there.
And if your daughter happens to open a lemonade stand and I show up for a 5-cent cup of lemonade and I knock on your door and kick your teeth in with my black belt, I had business there. Lemonade.
The reason why I was at, and I'll make it real clear, the reason why I was at the Las Vegas Knights Casino thing there in Texas was because the owner invited me there on business trips to do benefit concerts for his company. And you know who lives up there? And he wasn't supposed to be there at the time, and he actually ended up being there. It was almost kind of felt like a little bit of a setup in a way to me.
What do you mean a setup? You
Well,
psycho?
this kid showed up with candy, and
oh my god!
And then what's his name came around the corner and told me to have a seat.
She said trick or treat, and I was out of Snicker bars. I had to pull something sweet out for her, and all I had on me was a sweet dick.
Right. No, I saw what happened. I know that I know that it's going to continue to be complicated for you. I know these people have been bothering you, stalking, harassing you for several years. I was unaware that this situation exists.
I know these people have been stalking and harassing you for years, so I understand it's a setup that you drove all the way out to frickin' Texas, southern Texas, to go into this guy's home who's been stalking and harassing you for years, and you feel like it was a setup? You walked into there under full control of your knowledge, and you called him to come down the stairs. You belted out for him to come down the damn stairs, Papa. If it's a setup, then you're the most doofus human being ever.
Did until T-Bob brought it up on the show, and he outed your name and your story and put it on display for all of us to experience and deal with. And so I actually appreciate the fact that you're willing to come and talk about this and try to clear the story up. I'm new to this community. I'm new to the YouTube community, and I am aware that there's a lot of problems with people doxing each other. I didn't.
Oh, you mean like what he just did just now?
To Harry Brogan, a Vagina City vagina. I like how this dude just shows up with a red tie and a green screen. He's a pundit. I want to hear what he has to say.
I don't know if I. That's why I was like, "Oh, how much longer is this?" It's
Too
really
long. It's too long.
Yeah, yeah. It's
well, look. Here's the thing. He didn't fucking tell us anything about what we cared about. He started telling us some stupid story about the girls had cuts.
Here's Bob showing up. I don't know. Do we want to see this part, or do you want to just move on to something else?
Let's watch 4 seconds of it. If it sucks, we're moving on.
How's it going, man? Hot as hell in Texas, huh?
Yeah, I'm still laid up in bed with this chest cold, but I think I'm over the hump, though.
Okay, good. Goodbye. We're done.
All right. Everyone, please give the stream a thumbs up if you haven't already. And also, we're going to move on to something else. Just something I thought was hilarious. I don't really have a problem with either one of these guys. But they started going after each other on the internet publicly.
Is it Review Tech and the Quartering?
Yeah.
They've both been on the show.
Yeah, they both have.
Yeah.
Like, I don't agree with the Quartering's political views, but I don't have a problem with him.
I don't agree with his Magic the Gathering card views.
Oh, damn.
Political views are fine.
So, here's the video that Review Tech made on the
So this is who Jeremy from the Quartering really is. This
It
is
gets
his true
dirty.
colors. This is who he actually is as a person. And this is why I jumped off the Quartering train years ago. Let's get into it. Skip it up and that up. Bow!
I like that intro.
So I have had, how can I put this lightly, differences with the Quartering for a very long time. Actually, fun fact, back during the Diablo Immortal fiasco, that's when I found
These are like men in their 40s just like doing some dirty stuff to each other on the internet.
Like butt
in public.
stuff?
No.
Who the Quartering
Oh.
was. That's when he found out who I was. He actually had me featured in one of his 2018 recap videos. It was on New Year's Eve that I was in that video a few years ago.
It's like when
Time
rappers
flies.
have a beef with each other.
Yeah.
And it's like, what are we doing here?
It's YouTuber beef, though.
Nobody cares.
Yeah, this is like these are like gamer
Make
channels.
a diss track or get over it.
Come on, where's your diss track at, Rich?
Things change. But it was shortly.
Yeah, a diss track is 3 minutes, you know what I mean? Like, now I gotta watch this guy's 45-minute YouTube video expose about his high school crush turning him down.
After that I realized what the Quartering was really about. He wasn't a warrior for being anti-SJW. He wasn't an anti-cancel culture warrior. He was just a grifter who would weaponize the same exact things he was calling out against time and time again. And that's why I jumped up the train. I know you want to think it's because I care about your numbers, Jeremy, or I care about your sub growth or whatever I don't care about any of that. I care about the fact that I saw what you were doing, and to put it lightly, I wasn't a fan. And yeah, I called you out on it. But the thing about me is that I keep it on YouTube and don't go into someone's personal life. Well, last night during my stream, which I do streams now on my secondary YouTube channel called RTU Streams, a link below in the description, someone said that the Quartering brought me up in a video. And there was people that were mad about it, and they showed me the video. And he put me in the same category of lolcows like Chris Chan.
Yeah, that's pretty far.
Everybody's a little cow to me because I'm so serious and cool. So I understand why Jeremy
Really?
might say that.
DSP Gaming and Wings of Redemption, which, all right, whatever. If you want to do that, that's your take and you can. But I just find it funny that even when I don't mention him for quite a while, I seem to come out of his mouth, and I gave my take on his YouTube channel again. I think it's a grifting channel. I think his takes aren't genuine. I never go below like things that he posts on Twitter or things that he posts on YouTube. I keep it to the internet and keep it on the internet and don't go beyond that. Jeremy didn't reciprocate that and dug up stuff into my personal life, or was handed stuff from my personal life that he had no issue showing on the internet. Anyway, he deleted most of this, or his social media manager, she deleted.
Yeah, the Quartering has a social media manager, and Rich claims that it's because he gets wasted and posts a bunch of shit, and then wakes up the next day like, oh, I shouldn't have posted that.
We have one of those.
No, we don't.
Oh, shit, we need one.
Yeah.
He did most of this, which I hear is kind of a habit where, he drinks a little too much of the sauce. This is allegedly. He says a bunch of stupid crap, and then the next day someone has to come in and clean up his mess. That's a fantastic way to run a business. 10 out of 10. So this is what it started.
I agree. Oh, was he being sarcastic?
I think so.
Yeah, that was
With
sarcasm.
Damn it.
Twitter, and I wasn't necessarily just referring to him. There's countless other people that are on YouTube that fit into this, and I was thinking of them as well. And I wrote this last night. The amount of fragile egos in the content creation community is staggering.
Why does everything have to be a community?
Well, that's how
the content creation community.
That's how humans work. It comes from tribalism. That's how we survived over lions and tigers and bears.
I'm not in a community.
You were in a community. That's how you got here.
I'm not in a community.
We have to get along with each other.
Yes. we have to.
We have
just
to
gotta
live
fuck.
together. We are a community of humans.
Thank you. That's how we got
community.
here.
I mean, it boils down to even the smallest,
Call out to all those people that are also a part of
you got to
the
interact,
human community.
Until
all
you
parts of
actually can fully just exist in a digital world where we're getting to. Like, that Matrix shit is not far off,
But the digital world will just be a new community.
I want to
exactly. You get to. You can block people and you can do whatever. But in real life, you still have to see people at the grocery store and shit.
But you can actually avoid them, Like, you could just not make eye contact and not talk to them. And when they try and talk to you, you could just
absolutely
not talk back. It's easier to block people in real life.
I agree. They can't make new accounts in person.
Yeah.
No.
In live stream, we aren't winning Oscars or curing cancer. Stop blanking off to yourselves. We aren't celebrities. Also, too, there are plenty of witnesses to this. It isn't me.
YouTube is so dumb how these people have to censor themselves.
We aren't celebrities.
Very easily
I
manipulated.
love YouTube.
We're
what are you
all
guys talking
celebrities
about?
now.
YouTube is my favorite.
We're all stars now in the
People say
dope
what
show.
you want them to seem like they're saying to discredit them. These are all really from the quartering. There's no other way around it. I would not do that. I would not just slander somebody for the sake of slandering them.
I would.
Well, I guess even though the quartering
Brevity
doesn't
is the soul
follow
of
me
wit.
on Twitter, this is not the first time something like this has happened. He does follow me on Twitter. Maybe he doesn't click the follow button, but he follows what I say. And he quote tweeted this to me. I just read over your dating profile. It was amazing. You're going into a dating profile that I already had deleted before any of this happened, by the way.
So he went and found an old dating profile.
So he looked up his Plenty of Fish.
Something like that.
So what I'm getting is neither one of these people has a girlfriend.
You know what? I don't think that's true.
I think do they both have girlfriends?
I believe so. I don't know that much about them personally. It just so happens that when they get into internet fights and leak each other's stuff, that's how I know about them.
I personally have standards that I hold myself to, so I also hold the rest of the internet to those standards
The
as well.
quartering has a wife, one in each state.
Yeah, he thinks I was lying about that. I deleted the profile
Cuts
before
up their
any
bodies.
of this went down. So so I wrote, and this was true. That's funny. I don't have one because I deleted it. You are such an unbearable human being. And we continue because I did. I
That's
deleted
not
it
what he's
before any of this
saying.
went down.
Fake
I changed my
news.
mind, got off the site, and to be quite frank with you, what does it matter that I have a dating profile? What's so damning about it?
Well, he wanted to make fun of you for it. That's why he put it up there.
Well, what was in there that was so horrifying? And he continues on
No
to
ring on
actually
his finger.
post my dating profile.
Well, what's wrong with that? There's nothing in it that's horrifying, right?
No.
Because
So why
that's
acknowledge it?
Something that, a
good question
anti-social justice warrior person should do. So then he goes on to say liar, which is not true. I wasn't lying. I deleted it before any of this happened. I just said, I'm good with the site. I'm not interested in it anymore. It's gone. Go try to look for me there. If there is someone there, it's not actually me. I guarantee you.
Use a better
if there's someone there using those pictures or someone there who says they are me, it is not me. And I hope to God that isn't happening because Lord knows what they're trying to do, pretending to be me. And I wrote back, that was deleted. Go look to see if I'm on the app. Also, yes, that was my dating profile. Is there a problem with that? And that's true. Like, what is so damning that's there?
He's
So I
like
write back to
explaining
him.
all of his. Yeah, right.
Yeah, I wouldn't go this deep into defending myself
Yeah.
against somebody online unless
For
I don't know,
147 likes, that's what it's worth to you.
Unless I thought it was funny if I was getting like views or something off of it, maybe I'd get in a fight with someone on the internet. But I never get in a fight with people on the internet for like victory or for moral righteousness.
Oh, there's a response too.
Okay, good.
So apparently the lifeless piece of garbage known as the quartering has an interest in my personal life. Then you wonder why people think you're a piece of blank, Jeremy.
Blank.
Because you are a piece of blank.
What's
and
blank
he writes
mean?
back to me, Rich, I really wish you the best. I am very interested in all the women you lie to in your sad online dating profiles. Yes. Take care of the kids you have, you creep. And
savage.
And that's when I you don't bring up my kids. You don't know anything about my kids. You don't know anything about my family, just like I don't know anything about yours, and I wouldn't go into any of that. But you seem to think because of my political viewpoints that you have a right to do this. But this is the real you. The unbiased, pretending to be unbiased quartering that you see on YouTube, that's all a facade, man. You want to destroy people you think are political opponents. You want to destroy people that dislike your viewpoints. You don't just want to disagree with them. You consider anyone who doesn't side with you your enemy. And it's disgusting. And I wrote back.
I remember the last time I saw the quartering around is when we had Reactor on the show.
Yeah.
He was talking about Tim Pool. Because I think him and Tim Pool are pretty close.
Yeah, they were on the same
like network or whatever.
Yeah, their little alt-right network.
Yeah.
Back to him. Hey, Jeremy, you know nothing about my life. Mind your blank business, you waste of air.
He does leak, Rich leaks a DM here that kind of shows that he's kind of right about Jeremy being like, this is a politically motivated attack almost.
And then,
because he mentions Vosh in it for some
Captain
reason.
Anti-Cancel Culture, who claims himself to be a champion of being anti-cancel culture on his YouTube channel, tries to cancel me for something that happened well over a decade ago that I apologized for almost a decade ago. And it was a comment I made about Barack Obama back in 2009 or 2010 where I referred to his half-black butt. We'll say butt to keep this YouTube friendly. It wasn't meant to be a racist comment. It was a poor choice of words, and I have apologized for it countless times since.
You can never apologize enough, Rich, because somebody will always bring it up to tear you down.
That's why you don't apologize to begin with.
That's why I don't talk about Barack Obama's black half. I talk about his white half. That white half ass, not a good ass. It did not do him any justice.
Some say he's very articulate, right?
What's funny is that
We
the
should be
guy
canceled.
Like, why would you dig back through who
People
makes
said
videos
that about
almost
him.
on a daily basis claiming to be against this, weaponizes it when it's against someone that he doesn't like. You can't just selectively be against something, man. You got to be against it. That's a perfect example of someone trying to be pursuing cancel culture or pushing cancel culture. Something that I said well over a decade before that I've already brought up, already addressed, and already apologized for. But you don't care. You don't have a moral fiber. You don't have a moral compass. You're just doing whatever.
I've never heard it say that way. Compass.
Compass?
Compass. I hope Andrew's okay.
Oral compass. Andrew's going into his safety zone. He's like meditating. It's got to be the weed you gave him. Did you dose Andrew?
It's like it's a type of it's a hash joint.
Oh man, I can't believe you gave Andrew the rainbow chip hash joint.
Yeah.
He's probably somewhere in Antarctica right now, floating.
That's where he is.
Through the astral plane. Damn it.
Antarctica sounds nice.
Is that where the astral plane is?
I think it's everywhere.
I know where the astro glide is.
You want
My
to do
anus.
and whatever you need to do to appease your audience. And because they enjoy this stuff, they know you're a hypocrite because they're
Fuck Air
hypocrites too,
Canada.
some of them. Not all of them, some of them. And the ones that aren't, hopefully will see this and see who you really are. They love when you do. Yeah, we're against cancel culture when we don't want the person to be canceled. But if we dislike them, we're not really against cancel culture. We're just against it when we just don't like somebody because we're hypocrites and we're pieces of garbage.
I
That's
just
what
want
you
everyone
are,
to
Jeremy.
agree with me. That's my side. Yeah.
And then I wrote, imagine making a living pretending to be anti-cancel culture, then immediately turn around and attempt to get someone canceled you don't like. That, my friends, is a hypocrite. Good night. But it does...
This is Twitter, the YouTube video.
Yeah. That's like when I post tweets on Instagram.
Do you do that?
I just did, but then my tweets yes, I got like 600 likes on it.
Oh.
So it was like,
good job.
That's a shit ton. I post a
Yeah.
picture of my face, I get 40 unfollows, but I post
not fair.
a joke, a tweet. I only have like 2,000 Twitter followers, but I got like 10,000 on Instagram. It's all very weird. So I got to post there because no one will see it on Twitter. But it's like you could save you time if you just. But I also don't want you to follow me on Twitter because I'll just post the good tweets on Instagram.
Well, so this is the DM.
Yeah, right here.
This is what I wrote to him via DM. Are you seriously going into my personal life? Are you insane or stupid? And he writes back, LOL, ha ha ha. Dude, you're a loser. You have an enormous viewership and you do nothing but lie. It's so sad. What? And that's rich coming from you, by the way. No pun intended. And I wrote to him, that's a level I would never stoop to. That's gross, man. Unreal. The sad details of your day-to-day is something I have avoided posting about and will continue to not post about. But, dude, what do you know about my day-to-day? What do you know about it? The only thing you may know about it is, like, malicious misinformation that people who don't like me put out there. So unless you have, like, bugs or cameras around my house, you don't know anything about my existence.
Does he?
You know detractor videos. You have those videos, too. You know, you think you trust those sources? Should I trust the sources who have negative crap about you? Actually, I verified what some of the people have sent to me.
Oh, so you do trust them. Because you verified them.
Well, you don't trust them until you verify them.
Right here.
Tune into
Day-to-day? What are
Voshmore?
you talking about? And he wrote back to me right here, Rick, tune into Voshmore. It's going to be a huge win for you. He has some... Ever since I said that I like Vosh and I watch him from time to time, and yes, I do, and I won't apologize for that, he's been really hurt. Like, it's like he's making it like I've cheated on him. He's not. He's mentioned this a few times in the past before, too. It's really weird. It's going to be a huge win for you. Communism is the way. And I said to him, dude, keep it to YouTube. I would never post anything about your personal life. This is just gross and unethical. And then...
I thought you said this was funny. Like they got into some good shit. This is like bickering. It
is.
sucks.
Okay.
What?
Should I play the response?
Well, let's see what he has to say. I don't know. I'm waiting for it to get good.
I'm
it's like
sorry.
you watch Vosh. No, but you would never talk about my personal life. It's fucking internet. This is all doo-doo.
Doo-doo?
What's Jeremy got to say?
All right.
Yeah, I think I can muster one here. I apologize to any viewers that I share with Rich from ReviewTechUSA's channel.
This guy went to...
It's also, they're like Tool Time, but YouTube video. And they're bragging, they're like... It's like, just talk about the fucking tools. We don't care. Well... That other guy said a hammer is the best one to bash your wife's head in with, but over here on the quartering, we disagree. It's got to be the chainsaw. It's like, who gives a shit? I'm not,
Yeah.
I don't really care about their personal life.
I care about their personal life if it's actually excruciatingly dirty and salacious. I want to hear all about that crap, but I want to hear about, I had a dating profile.
Because
everybody's had a fucking dating profile. Who the fuck cares?
They didn't ask for this. I genuinely mean that. I genuinely understand that we share a couple thousand viewers, and this puts you in a weird spot. And
what are the chances that it's just like a work to get attention?
No, it's not, because they would have made it better.
Yeah.
It would have been better if it was worked. This is fucking nerd, lazy dick smashing.
Yeah.
There's butting dickheads. It sucks.
Do you want to just move on, or do you want to watch some of this?
I was just hoping there was some sort of payoff. Unfortunately, I think it's going to be old men complaining about their freaking political leanings when they're supposed to be a tech review channel and a freaking gamer review channel. It's like, nobody cares about your dumb fucking opinions. Obviously, the Quartering and Rich have gone a little further into their political views lately, but who the fuck really cares? There's 2,000 cross fandom. It's like, oh my god, my neckbeard daddies are mad. I just
I
want
would
some
only ask that you hear
goddamn
me out quick. I'm going to keep it as short as reasonable.
resolve here. Give us a resolution.
Rich from ReviewTechUSA, and by the way, I do not condone, any harassment or
Don't do
dogpiling
it.
on him.
Don't do it.
And after this video, I will block him on Twitter and
Good. Honorable
just
man.
move on with my life.
Should have done that
But
10 years ago.
Understand that this is a guy that has, in numerous
already blocked
cases
you on
in
Twitter.
just the past few weeks, said horrendously disparaging things about me in his live streams. He knows how the internet works, so the stuff gets back to me. I've said nothing. I say nothing. Because I know that's what he wants. He wants this video. He wanted to make today's cringe video, a 15-minute video where he pretends that he is just the purest of the pure and, oh my God, Jeremy is just so mean. The things this guy has said about me, about my viewers, are heinous. He has been punching this beehive for months.
This beehive?
And finally, he gets stung, and he is crying for 15 minutes about how, oh, God,
Which is
he
what
brought
you're
my
doing.
whole family into it. Oh, my God. It was just so... I made a tactical error by telling him to, quote, worry about your kids.
A tactical error? Okay. You're not at war here. It's fucking YouTube drama.
Yeah.
Like, worry about you. Yeah, it was a low blow. But who the fuck cares? Like, even if I was rich and he's like, worry about your kids, I'd be like, who the fuck are you? Look, I'm a father to my kids, and if I'm a bad father to my kids, I'm not going to let you know that by reacting to your comment. Okay, if you tell me to watch after my kids, for one, there's a reason they don't know I exist. For two, if I did watch after them, they're of age now. It'd be kind of creepy.
A gender reveal for Billy is when he gets a court summons for
Yeah.
child support.
I love
he
it.
goes, "Oh shit, I have a son."
Yeah. I love it when you do the gender reveal parties and you
Yeah.
cut into the cake and it's supposed to be blue
Yeah.
or pink, but
Yeah.
it's
Orange.
It's red velvet because it was an
Oh,
abortion.
yeah.
I'm like, good choice, woman. Good choice, woman.
That's funny.
I like red velvet better, anyways.
I've never seen that.
It happens.
That is something I should not have said. But let's not pretend that I was bringing his family into it, all right? I know what's going on in Rich's life, and I sincerely wish him the best. I know he's going through a tumultuous time, but this dude won't keep my name out of his mouth. And he's entitled to do that. He's entitled to critique me. He's entitled to dislike me. He's entitled to create the content he does about me. But what he's not entitled to do...
He's not entitled to talk about the black half of Barack Obama's ass, right? That's why you brought it up on Twitter, right? That's why you found a 10-year-old tweet post from Rich, 12-year-old post, and posted it, right? Because that's what he's not allowed to do, right? Otherwise, why would you post that?
is pretend he's a victim when I clap back. We are two channels of the exact same size. We do the exact same thing here on YouTube. I don't understand why this dude feels like he needs to continually take pot shots at me, but he's been doing it for years. And every time I respond, the overwhelming feedback from you all is, God, I don't like this because I watch both of you guys. And I hate that.
And you just keep responding.
I
like
hate
that's
it.
the whole point.
Why are my two dads fighting?
I hate that. But this dude put out a 15-minute video. You know why? It's because that's what he wanted all along. I was a little harsh on him last night. You know, I tweeted out his dating profile, which is kind of funny. But you know what? Not cool. It's
kind of funny.
All right. I woke up today and I thought, you know what? That was probably a little mean. You know, that was a little mean. So I deleted it, figuring, okay, that would be the end of it, right?
So anything?
Just petty being petty. Good job, guys. I don't know. I don't really give a fuck.
Yeah.
Okay.
Our votes are to move on.
Yeah, our votes are to start review channels so that we can get in this fight and be in the turf, in the trenches.
I'm reviewing their podcast, and I give it a 12 out of 100.
Oh, that's low. That's terribly low.
And if you don't like it, you can fight me.
That's rotten.
I dare you to make a video and respond.
Oh no!
Make sure you tag my YouTube channel.
Oh no!
Andrew J. Rivers.
Oh no!
On
Link
Instagram.
in the description, by the way.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank you.
Yeah.
Black Santa. How's it going today, sweet boys and Andrew? Can't those two just shut the F up and move on? They get paid to read random articles on YouTube.
Yeah. Is that what they're doing? Reading what a tech magazine wrote?
I mean, I think they started off with reviews of
That's
things.
like me going to buy an Auto Trader magazine and then being like, "Welcome to my car review, page 1 of Auto Trader."
Yeah.
Wasn't Jeremy like an MTG player?
He played Magic the Gathering cards.
Yeah.
Yeah, he started off with that. Then he got in a big fight because he was telling a girl that was cosplaying that she had no talent, and then
And then he got sucker punched at a bar at Gen Con.
Yeah.
Well, that rarely happens to people that don't deserve it. So,
And getting punched in the face is not a big deal. Most people don't even get a broken jaw from it. Like, even if you get a broken jaw, you learn a lesson and you heal.
All right.
I would hate if I punched somebody in the face and that killed them. I'd feel so bad because I never expect to kill somebody when I punch them in the face. I don't intend to murder anybody when I go to punch them in the face. It's always just like, look, you need a little wake up.
that's just how you show love.
Yeah, it is. It's like tough love. It's
Yeah.
a little learn.
Build you Ford Tough.
Yeah.
Like a rock.
Yeah, and then I go and I give them one little warning punch, and then they die, and I'm like, oh,
it's
great.
like fucking.
I wish you weren't so weak.
Wah.
Yeah, why weren't you so weak? Most people don't die from getting punched in the head. What's going on here?
Like 99.9% of people live with me punching them in the head. So, like, why would they need to wear a helmet? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's fine. Most of you are going to live. If 0.3% of people that get punched in the head by you die,
that's a very
that's
low.
the price to pay.
It's a very low rate of lethality.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even call my hands a lethal weapon if only 0.3% of the people
You
I
better
punched died.
register those.
I'm unregistered.
Damn.
I'm registered as a legal weapon and as a sex offender. Who am I?
Oh.
Do you
this is
teach
a
kids
who am I
karate?
game.
Who am I?
Do you teach kids karate?
A7, 8, 9.
Or is
10.
it not really karate? It's something else.
It's karate.
Karate.
It's karate. I don't know the Sana Chukata, but I do know that I'm registered on at least the lethal weapon list and the sex offender list.
But only when it's from the south of France region. Otherwise, it's dancing with sparkles.
Sparkling California wine.
Trumpster Bob threw in a mean double leg takedown.
He got him.
on Mark Connors.
You could tell he watched a lot of quality WCW Saturday Night Main Event.
Yeah.
He knew how to do a takedown. He learned that from Scott Norton. Hot shit, Scott Norton. Oh.
Yeah, so we need some tip train coming in. This is the last show of the week. We're trying to meet our goal. Give us a like. Throw us a couple bucks. You know.
Everyone who subscribes on my YouTube channel will get 3 cents.
Oh man, it's like it's a giveaway. It's a mass giveaway.
Someone will win a free iPad.
An early 2000s iPad.
Yeah. Eventually.
Yeah.
Do those work? Those people that do like iPad giveaways?
They do. Yeah, they
Didn't
do them
you
all
get
the time.
something on a giveaway?
I got a free iPhone from freeiphone.com like 15 years ago.
Okay.
That's good.
That worked. But yeah, the YouTube giveaways are a big industry. People buy the gift cards and they end up getting the likes and subscribes. It's like I think it's a tax write-off anyways,
Sure, I
right?
bet. I wonder.
Yeah, it's part of the giveaway deal.
How do I cheat the system over here?
Yeah,
You know?
giveaway.
Tired of doing it naturally. I need some steroids.
I'm doing a Chipotle card giveaway. If you guys want to get diarrhea, the good diarrhea. Chipotle's got them hot lava runs. Feels so good.
Yeah. Steroids are natural, right?
Well, I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah.
So is COVID.
It's
Give me a double
mutated.
dose of both.
You know what was made in a lab?
My little brother.
My penis.
Oh.
No, the tuna fish from Subway. Did you see that?
Yeah.
There's no actual tuna in Subway's tuna fish.
What is in it?
I think it's cheaper fish. I guess tuna fish is harder, maybe more expensive to get. But if you get carp or something,
Carp?
yeah,
carp?
Is that a
That's like the big fat dirty fish
Right.
from the
I
lake.
gotta see what fish
Right.
they're using.
This was
It's
a
a
big
carp.
New York Times expose. I think that's what they found.
Carp.
Which is like the cheapest, grossest, ugliest fish you can get, right?
Yeah.
Because they're all about how do we save money.
Subway is
But also their
gross.
bread is like legally not allowed to be called bread.
Yeah.
Like it's not like you're going there going, I'm eating healthy.
I can't even tell you the last time I've eaten there. But that was their that
I go
was
through
their
phases
shtick.
because it is a healthier. It is not quite McDonald's, you know.
They were like this obese child molester
Yeah.
lost a bunch of weight
Yeah.
eating Subway.
They used to have like soccer ads, and he'd be like, they'd be like, you got to walk 3 miles to the kids' playground. And he's like, I'm doing it.
We found that the ingredients were not tuna and not fish.
Oh, okay.
The
Not
attorney
even fish,
said.
not even carp.
Yeah. I'm trying to find out what the ingredients are. They're not tuna, they're not fish, and they're not even displayed in the lawsuit against them.
Taco Bell did that with steak. They got in trouble for saying some shit was steak when it wasn't.
That was I just recorded a special in July, so that's one of the jokes on there where people are like, I want to know what's going in my body. Well, hate to break it to you, but that isn't steak. So it makes me
Yeah.
wonder whatever happened to that talking chihuahua. Yeah.
Woof. Damn, Yokiro Taco Bell.
Taco Bell serves breakfast, too. They open at 9 a.m. The
Who
only
thought-
time I want Taco Bell at 9 a.m. is if I stop drinking at 8:59 a.m.
I've had the Taco Bell breakfast. It is diarrhea. It's great, though, if you like pooping, which I do.
Who came up with that idea and were they fired?
No.
They're probably given a promotion.
Promotion, baby.
Yeah.
I can't find anything about what's actually in this tuna. This is
It's
bothering
people.
me.
Did you see
Soylent Green?
You see Papa Murphy's has a Fritos pizza, a pizza like covered in Fritos.
That's what you said we were going to eat afterwards.
We're going out.
Yeah.
We're going out to Papa Murph's. We're getting a raw pizza
Last
with Fritos
time we had
on
Korean barbecue.
it. Yeah, we're just
No,
gonna
go
have
to Papa Murphy's.
We're
I have
gonna
to
have a
bring it back
raw
here and
pizza
bake
with
it.
Fritos on it, and we're gonna sit there and eat the dough and the sauce cold, like real men.
So like King Cobra must be working for Papa Murphy's, right?
I think that
There's
they're
this guy
just-
that we watch that puts all this gross shit on his food. Like he'll get a perfectly good pizza and then like cover it in dumb shit. Like he put raw bacon on it and thought it was gonna like cook in the oven really fast. He's a mess.
In 2017, Subway filed a lawsuit of its own against the Canadian Broadcasting Corporation, arguing that the public broadcaster defamed the chain and report the claim the company's poultry products contained only 50% chicken DNA. They did a DNA test on the Subway chicken.
I took a DNA test. Turns out I'm 50% chicken.
Oh.
Thank you, Black Santa.
No, Black Santa.
We
no,
know the truth.
No, stop, Black Santa. You're pissing me off. You can't drop Shanny on my roof. That's a weight crime. I'm not finding anything more about this damn tuna, and I just read a 7-page article.
Maybe it's all a lie. Fake news.
22 women claim Johnson & Johnson's talcum powder products caused ovarian cancer. A jury awarded the plaintiffs $4.69 billion in damages.
Whoa.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
You got the Johnson & Johnson vagine, right?
Yes.
Vagine?
Yeah, I did finger a little I put my Johnson & Johnson vagina.
I hope you don't get an ovarian thing.
I would love a cyst. That'd be the most action I've had in years.
Oof.
That's why I think all my girlfriends are unvaccinated because I keep getting ghosted. Literally, you know. But I hate long distance relationships. That's why I only date unvaccinated girls. That way they'll always be only 6 feet under me.
Would you have sex with a dead girl? Wait, no, shit. Pizza Hut's Detroit-style pizza is crunchy
Would
and
I?
cheesy, but one expert says Motor City's natives would be offended. I clicked the wrong link trying to find this tuna.
Yeah.
The city of Detroit is mad at Pizza Hut for selling a Detroit style
it's
pizza.
not exactly the same as Detroit pizza, but it looks like a weird kind
It's
of parody.
burned. It is. What else does pizza and Detroit have in common?
It's
burnt.
square usually.
It's black.
Yeah.
It's
almost like Sicilian pizza in a way.
Sure. I mean, every city has their own version of, like, you go to St. Louis and they have, I forget what it is, but they have a different type of cheese they put on their pizza and it's gross. But everyone in St. Louis swears by it. So, you ever heard of, look up the cheese?
We're never gonna find out what's in the Subway tuna.
Don't eat it.
I don't.
You don't eat bread.
I won't eat at Subway.
Provel cheese.
Provolone.
Provel.
Provel. What is that?
That's just a bad cheese.
I've never heard of it.
White processed cheese.
Oh, gross.
Oh, I'm looking at it right now. This looks like poverty.
That's what That's what they make your pizza out of in St. Louis.
I guess Tillamook puts it in their Italian cheese blend. There's like a little bit in there.
Yeah, I think you get like a 3 cheese blend or whatever. But
when the mozzarella can't hang, you got to blend it with Provel.
Prophylactic cheese.
It feels good, man.
Emos.
Dick cheese.
This is a combination of cheddar, Swiss, and provolone cheeses. Provel has a low melting point and therefore has a gooey and almost buttery texture at room temperature. Still, this does not explain what the fuck is inside Subway's tuna salad. Okay. It's a traditional topping for St. Louis style pizza. Well. Oh. I don't know, Andrew. Do you think that we're going to survive this current downward trend in society?
I think I listen to 2 main guys on YouTube that are like science-y doctor people. And one of them, I'm not even sure he's a doctor. He just has a British accent. So
I trust him.
Yeah. One guy is like doomsday, and the other guy thinks it'll, like, the South is having bad outbreaks right now because they're a higher percentage unvaccinated and it's warmer. So everyone in the summer tends to be inside. But for us in the summer, everyone goes outside because it's actually nice. But down there, it's super hot and bullshitty. So when their winter comes around, it's only 70. So those people spend more time outside, which is where it's harder to transmit the thing. And then, but in like the winter months, everyone in the north is going to spend all their winters inside and give each other COVID. So it's going to be like, we're in our okay season right now, but I think maybe in winter we're going to, I'm thinking that we might have more lockdowns, or I don't know. But we might just say go for it because the vaccine's been out forever. We can't harm stuff anymore, the economy and but I think it'll be like another year of kind of uncertainty. It's just tough because my job involves gathering large groups of people.
Yeah.
So it's some theaters are like, we're full capacity, we don't care, and some theaters are like, we're nervous, we don't want to have people here. And so I'm like, all right, well, that's why I'm always like, go digital, please follow me on YouTube. I post jokes and stuff.
Did Steve Hofstetter open up a venue in Pittsburgh?
Yeah, it's called Steel City AF Arts Foundation, and as fuck, and it's an old church that he renovated, and like he's giving a scholarship to 3 comedians a year to just live there for 6 months rent free, and like use the studio and camera equipment and get sort of situated in their career.
Is it like a nonprofit?
Yeah.
Wow. That's cool.
It's like a tax scam or whatever, but
those are always good to have.
But yeah, so it's but it's gonna have like a performance venue in the church. It'll have like a 200-seat theater. It's gonna be it's got like a streaming studio in it. So he basically built the Nowhere Comedy Club, which is like a Zoom comedy club, and sort of built some infrastructure for that. So now he can do digital shows for like 100 people in the room and then up to like 1,000 people on Zoom at the same time. So he's prepared no matter what happens.
Wow. Yeah, I was like, when I first heard Pittsburgh, I was like, oh, he moved to Pittsburgh. You know, that's an interesting place to move. But for one thing, the property values there, like you don't have to pay it out the ass for property like you do, you know,
anywhere.
Yeah, like I used to live in Ohio, and it's the same there. It's, you know,
Pittsburgh's a good central point if you're going to be doing like the Midwest.
Yeah,
and,
road gigs. I mean, that's the thing is it's a couple hours to New York. It's a couple hours to the Midwest. So when we start our tours, I fly into Pittsburgh. We load up in a van, and then we just hit the road for 2 weeks in a row. So like literally September 1st, I'm meeting him in the middle of his tour basically for 3 weeks. And like September 1st, we start in Connecticut, and then we'll eventually drive. After like 3 weeks, we'll end up in like New Orleans, and then I'll just fly home, and then another comic flies in and starts their shift of the tour. Meanwhile,
cool.
Steve just spends 3 months of his life living in a van. But, you know, if I was selling out a couple hundred seats every night, I'd do the same thing too.
Yeah.
So, you know, 6 days a week, crushing it on the road, and then do a digital show, and he's got it going on, man. I'm just trying to ride the wave.
We have a few friends that work as pro wrestlers.
Right.
And they had a similar situation, you know, because they get paid based on crowds of people.
Right.
Yeah. Like,
yeah, if you can draw, I mean, that's what, you know, that's the business model, is if you get a loyal fan base, you can sort of demand whatever you want, because you can go to a bar and say, I got 200 people that'll follow me anywhere. Let me put on a comedy show, but you have to give me a good deal. And then they're like, yeah, we just want people in. We don't care, you know, because that's their whole business model, is just get people drunk. It's a whole cyclical nature. We all need each other. That's why we got to get along. It's a community. You know what I mean?
I don't think Chris Chan's mom was getting anybody into the clubs.
In her mind, she was.
Maybe, yeah. Like Chris Chan, Christine Weston Chandler, was getting people into the clubs. We were going to go to the Brony convention this weekend to hang out with her. And instead, she had to go
bang their mom.
Maybe even worse than bang. They're in prison right now, or jail.
Yep.
They're in jail right now.
Probably prison eventually.
They might go to prison for banging their mom. That's not the good kind of mom bang.
No.
Well, you know, you got to feel for the guy. It's like you can't get it anywhere else, so that's why women need to bang losers, so this doesn't happen. And I include myself in that.
Yeah.
Bang losers like me, so that we don't go do terrible things.
As long as I'm on this earth, women will bang losers.
If someone, well, you're not a loser. You got the charm and the sexy body and the beautiful eyes that sparkle in the moonlight.
Yeah, but then I turn them down and they have to go for losers.
Oh, I see what's going on. I'm getting
So
your
I
rebounds.
I give the runoff. It's for the losers.
I'm honored.
I let them slide off me.
I am half the man Billy is, so that makes sense.
Pound for pound.
Literally. I don't know, this COVID stuff's scary. I hear you can still get it twice even if you're vaccinated, at least according to this girl I've been asking out for a couple months.
Yeah, I think so. I think so.
It's just bad timing.
She's got multiple COVIDs.
Yeah. She was going to come to my show the other day, but she got polio, so who knows what's going on out there.
That's hot, though. Polio is one of those hot diseases.
Yeah, she can't run away. Don't cancel me for that joke.
Could you imagine getting canceled for a polio joke? Like, when was the last recorded case of polio?
I mean, it still happens
Well,
from time
shit.
to time.
I forgot about Ricky Berwick. He doesn't even have
That's not
polio,
polio.
but he reminds me of it.
Yeah, polio, I believe, is like a virus you can catch. Ricky Berwick's shit is he was born with that.
Ricky Berwick, God was like, hey, I'm going to make you different.
Yeah.
I'm going to make you special. There was an internet clip that I watched when I was younger. I think it was called Goddess Bunny. And I'm pretty sure it was a trans polio person, and all they were doing was walking towards the camera with a bunny suit on.
Were they riding a horse?
No, they were like
They didn't play polio?
They were clop walking, and it scared me. It stuck with me ever since. And I think they were a trans person that had polio. It really stuck with my mind. It was so creepy and out there. So I don't know. I guess there is some polio. Danny Milan says, "I love that video." Why? It's wrong. You're wrong. You're wrong.
Riding
for that.
the horse.
The horse.
On a
Horns.
horse with no
Horns.
name.
The horns.
What's that?
Onset diabetes.
I don't even know what I'm. Yeah, I don't even know what I'm trying to reference. I'll think of it.
We don't need it. We don't need anything other than the support of our fans.
Yeah.
And as you know, every Saturday is our last episode. If we don't hit this goal tonight, we won't be back here next Saturday. Matter of fact, we may never come back at all. We probably will come back. Ben, I don't have much else to do with our lives, so
nope.
Just let us come back Saturday so we don't have to think of ways to turn down real life.
Next Saturday, we have Poisoning the Well booked.
Nice.
Yeah.
Them boys, good time.
Yeah.
Good time. I was just thinking. Do we have another video?
I do. I have Spexo.
Oh. Let's
Yeah.
play the next video.
So what today's video is about is I'm going to tell you how I would fix this country if I was somehow magically given complete power to do whatever I want.
Oh boy.
If I was made like supreme dictator of America and everything that I said was what had to happen.
Fuck your
and I had
fantasy
complete power
football
over
league,
everything,
dude.
This is exactly what I would do to fix the country. Obviously, this is totally hypothetical and
Obviously.
LARPy because it's never going to happen, but maybe it'll
Obviously.
help give you a deeper understanding of what my actual views are and what my idea of like a utopia would be.
Cool.
So first off, big tech. How would Spexo fix big tech and the censorship that they do to everybody?
Oh, yeah.
And how they basically
America's
have complete
number one
control over
issue.
what's socially acceptable to talk about and what's
Big
not, and their
tech.
collusion with the government and all that stuff. How would Spexo fix the issue of big tech? Super easy. I would completely ban the internet.
See, I thought he was going to say that he was going to get a Milo Yiannopoulos dye job and a Trumpster Bob beard, and that would fix everything.
Isn't he the child of an unholy union between the two?
It looks like somebody lost the butthole challenge.
The first recorded case of a baby born from two males.
Yeah, he's the byproduct of the butthole challenge. Yeah, so he'd ban the internet. Good. Then what, dumbass?
You can't have big tech if you don't have the internet. Now, I'm sure you're
No,
coping
you
and
can
see-
have big tech if you don't have the internet. There's a whole lot of tech without the internet.
I mean, without the internet, you
illegal
fuck
internet.
up. At this point, without the internet, you fuck up all sorts of other things too.
You're still gonna have tech without the internet, though.
Yeah, the Bank of America isn't equipped to handle in-person customers anymore. You
Right.
know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
they moved everything online. They put 3 tellers in there all day.
Right.
right now.
Yeah, that's one of the many things that would get fucked up without the internet.
Yeah, the rest of them are just swimming in the bank vault, Scrooge McDuck style.
Think about how much of the world depends on Amazon too. Like,
I got my wife from Amazon.
it used to be mail order bride. Now it's Amazon ordered bride.
I ordered a male bride. You know what I mean?
Ayo.
It's 2026. You can do that kind of
He's
thing.
the guy.
Oh, why don't you just nationalize the internet? Why don't you just make it so it's like state run so you can control what's on it and stuff like that? No, there's no need for the internet. You could read books. The internet has accelerated all the problems that the Industrial Revolution was already causing and just made us complete submissive, passive cogs. The internet is not a necessity.
No, we've always been submissive, massive cogs prior to the internet. We've been raised to be little machine humans. We're part of a bigger system. There's a 15% of humans break out of that submissive state and try and seek something different. The other 85% want to be put in place. They want mommy and daddy to spank them. This is not a product of the internet. This is a product of industrialization of humanity. Dumb
Cunts.
fridge over here. Dumb Bill Fridge trying to actually talk with Spexo right now.
Yeah.
We think it is
bothering me.
because our entire society basically revolves around it. Our pop culture is all about the internet. We're on the internet 24/7 basically.
You're seeing what you're seeing because you're on the fucking internet contributing to the machine, you deputy dipshit.
We do not need the internet. We need to return to tradition. All right, next topic is immigration. I would deport all immigrants that immigrated here within the last 5 years who aren't married. I know a lot.
So that keeps his wife here.
Right. That's true.
He's like, if I was dictator, I would just change the world to benefit me personally as best as it can.
Wow, marriages are already a sham. Now you're gonna
deport all immigrants, but it's really not moral.
I have a
It's
chance
also
to
not
get married.
their
Do you hear
fault
that?
if they came into
Someone's
this
gonna
country
want my
using
citizenship.
the correct process
Yeah.
of laws, even though there shouldn't have
make
been
an
those
anchor
laws
baby.
in the first place. But I don't think it would be moral if somebody went through that process of legally
Tie the
immigrating to
baby to an
America
anchor and throw it over a bridge.
like spent all of that money and all of that time, and then they come here and they start a new life and they get married and stuff like that, and then you just deport them. I mean, hypothetically, that would be pretty cool, but
He was saying how it would be a bad thing to do, and then he's like, hypothetically, though, that would be pretty cool.
I just don't think that's a very
He's the
Catholic
Joker, man.
moral
He
thing
likes
to do.
chaos.
It's not a very Catholic thing to do. Well, let's talk about a Catholic moral thing to do. It's like, hold on. What goes on with the Catholic Church again?
I think it would be fine, though, if you're just deporting immigrants that came in here within the last 5 years. They don't have a family or they're not married or whatever. All illegal immigrants, of course, immediately deported. As far as like borders and stuff like that, we're going to build a gigantic wall across the entire border, and it's going to have machine gun turrets that are controlled by motion sensors.
So
that just
cool.
Totally gun down anybody who's...
Could have dinosaurs with lasers, too.
You could tell Spexo had some of the coolest action figures growing up.
It's going to have a moat with sharks in it.
He'd cut bottles into like little tube cars and fly them around his room on strings. He was so happy. He was so happy playing with his toys.
Threshold. Maybe
Such
we
an
have,
imagination on that boy.
like pits with like metal spikes coming out and like maybe some
Spexo would make He-Man and G.I. Joe kiss each other.
with like
I would too, though.
man-eating sharks in there or something like that. And also, after we get rid of all those immigrants, we're completely shutting down all immigration indefinitely from everywhere.
He-Man, your
Not just
page boy
from
haircut just
Hispanic
really does
countries
it for
or
me.
whatever, everywhere. No European immigration, no nothing. We're going to get back to pre-1965 demographics, which means that the two main ethnic groups are Europeans and blacks, but it's going to be an 85-15 ratio. And we will give tax subsidies to people who can track their ancestors to at least 4 generations of being in America. We'll give them tax subsidies for each child that they have.
This is so stupid.
They have to be married, of course, obviously. Premarital sex or out of wedlock sex is completely illegal. We are completely bringing back...
You hear that? Spexo's America.
I'm cool with
Yes, Blitzo.
out of marriage sex being illegal. I think illegal sex is some of the best sex you can have.
Freedom of association, which means we're going to allow ethnic communities and enclaves to
That's what
rise
your
up
karate
again. I
teacher
guess
told
we're
you.
going to be allowing people, if they want to mix with people.
So this
Now
is
bow. No, the other way.
this guy says he's not a white nationalist, but now he's like, oh, if they don't want to mix with these other people, they shouldn't have to be around.
There could be like communities and neighborhoods where there's a bunch of mixed cultures or something like that. But if you want to be around your own people, whether you are white or black or whatever the case may be, or by religion, however, totally going to allow that. Also going to allow private businesses to choose who they sell to and who they interact with. There's not going to be any nonsense where if you don't bake a cake for somebody for their gay wedding or whatever, then there's not going to be any of that. First of all, there's not going to be any more gay weddings whatsoever. Homosexuality is completely illegal.
Good, because I really didn't want to have to bake a fucking cake for somebody. If a restaurant or a company doesn't want to serve you their cake because you're gay, you probably shouldn't buy from them anyways. Like, that's how
Right.
capitalism works. You should be like, okay, well, I'm going to tell all my straight friends that think you're psycho not to buy from here too. And you can sell your little hate cakes all you want.
It became, and I agree with you, but it became like an argument over anti-discrimination laws.
Yeah.
So
I just can't understand why you would want
Right.
a hate cake.
Demand a cake anyway.
Yeah.
I wouldn't trust that cake. It's like yelling at Wendy's when you pull up to the drive-thru and they're like, "Sorry, we close at 11." And you're like, "It's 11:01 and I've been waiting for 6 minutes." And they're like, "Fine, we'll make you a burger." And it's like, you don't want that fucking burger because you made them do it. Yeah. They're gonna be like,
"Yeah,
they're gonna come in your burger."
Yeah.
That's not fair.
I hope they do
I mean,
every time.
usually you have to pay extra for that, but
My Wendy's is
Some
open till
people
1
might
a.m.
not.
My Wendy's is open 1 a.m.
That's why I only drink grapes because they've been stomped on with women's feet. You know.
Yeah. We should start a winery, like a perv winery.
Yeah.
Just like perv wine.
This is made from Jennifer Aniston's feet.
Yeah, like
you know?
every wine, we have a picture of the girl's feet pre and post stomp printed on the bottle. And you're like, oh, the feet
You would
fetish
sell
guys
so
get
much
it.
fucking
You
wine,
would,
I
right?
swear to God.
It smells like the feet of the
Someone's gonna do that.
There's
and we're gonna
vineyards all
look back
over
on
here.
this moment.
we should go have a meeting with like Sato Saint Michel.
All right.
Sit down there and be like, "Hi, my name's Billy. This is Andrew, and we have an idea for a wine. We want to come with your winery here.
Yeah.
It's called Perv Wine.
Yeah.
And we're gonna put pictures of the girls' feet that stomp every bottle of wine on
Yeah.
the bottle.
Yeah.
We got some great feet girls here. We got an OnlyFans going. We're gonna do a Wine of the Month club.
Yeah.
We got some. And they're gonna look at us and they're gonna be like, "You're crazy, but you're gonna be crazy rich."
Yeah.
They're gonna give us the deal.
It's a good idea.
We just made some money. They already have a brand called Barefoot Wine. Did they sell feet pics with their
No.
fucking bottle?
No.
Have you seen Revenge of the Nerds? They make so much money when they put the perv pies out. They put the girls' boobs underneath the pie against their consent. Like, we'll get the consent of these girls. We're gonna stomp these grapes.
We got 6 lawyers and a police officer watching the stream
Yes,
right now.
yes.
Caught being
We
a
got
sodomite,
this.
you're obviously going to jail. Next up is prison reform. So now with prison nowadays, there's people that like being in prison better than they like being outside of prison because they get used to that orderly environments or whatever. And some people who are like homeless or don't want to do anything, they know that they can just go to jail and get.
Okay, we're also gonna have a line of like prison wine, but instead of using prison toilets, it's gonna be made in like e-girl toilets. So we're just gonna make like a batch of wine and like we'll find, I don't know, who's Amaranth. I think she's the cool Twitch e-girl now.
She's the one that
everybody
licks the ears.
Yeah, we're gonna rent her bathroom for a month to make batches of toilet wine, Amaranth toilet wine. It's coming out in the perv line. We're gonna be so rich.
Amaranth toilet
Amaranth's toilet wine.
Who's that lady rapper from Dr. Phil? She's made like $1 gazillion on OnlyFans.
Bad Baby.
Yeah.
The Cash Me Outside.
Yeah, we're gonna get the Cash Me Outside
Yeah,
girl,
yeah.
who is now 18, not old enough to drink though. We're gonna get her to make underage wine. It's gonna have no alcohol in it. It's gonna be for all the 19-year-old
Mocktails.
pervs. Mocktails.
Yeah.
We're gonna have the underage brand.
We're cornering the market.
Over 18, of course, but
I used
under
to love
21.
virgin pina coladas.
Yeah, I still to this day remember drinking a Roy Rogers.
I think that was just a guy in an alley named Roy Rogers.
He tasted good.
Did it taste like pineapples?
He tasted like cola.
Okay, salty.
He had a sweet cola cock and a maraschino aftertaste.
Oh.
This is getting
How
too
did his
real.
mustache taste?
Like Subway tuna fish, which really bothers
Which is
me now.
mostly carp.
Yeah, I don't know what's in it.
We don't know.
I looked it up. They said it's not even fish.
We should sell tuna fish that's been stomped on by our e-girl.
Yes.
It's all mashed up anyway, right?
Yes.
And then you put that. Then they won't care that it's not tuna fish in the actual sandwich.
See, that's smart.
Listen,
they're not making.
he's gonna go write this down right
Ben,
now.
if you steal our idea and cut us out, I am
have
gonna,
proof.
I got 4 lawyers watching right now. They're gonna open a case. Oh my god.
That police officer's watching for other reasons, but he'll get involved if he has to.
Yeah, he's a court witness now. Poop gang, poop, 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 poop. So guys, it's looking like we're not even gonna get the goal tonight, which is fine with me. You know, it's been a good run. Every time that we hit this goal, part of me dies, and it's like, well, I guess we're just gonna continue doing the show forever.
I mean, you have to call off all the dates with those girls that are like, I want to hang out Saturday. You're like, sorry, babe, the fans come first.
Yeah, that's what I said. The fans come, and then you do if I
have time.
If I have time, yeah. It's not her fault.
My coming is the least important.
Yeah. Oh, I can't come.
Oh, you didn't come?
I have dysfunctions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who can come?
Yeah, why? What's the point? It's messy.
Have you looked at what's happening in the world and you can just come?
Yeah, the idea that my cum goes anywhere but a trash can scares me.
Yeah.
Having kids in this world?
Oh.
Well, what would you do if you had a little kid that you couldn't go on tour all the time? Actually, I guess I'm assuming that I wouldn't have a wife that would take care of the kid when I was out. I assume I'd be a single father because I'm miserable.
Someone would obviously want my DNA, so she would hang on to the kid to
True.
raise it because that kid's going to be probably a professional athlete or, with my genetics, he's bound to be something amazing.
Yeah, like a young
Because it skips
god.
a turn, like I got all the shitty ones, but next one's going to be good. Plus, I'm in my 40s or whatever when I actually have a kid, so I'm aging like fine wine. Cum always, as the longer you leave it out in the sun, it tastes better or whatever. It makes a better kid. That's what I've heard.
They say the blacker the berry, the sweeter the juice.
Yes.
I have no idea what that has to do with our cum, but I think our wine,
That's the name of it. That's our slogan for our wine.
Yeah.
The blacker the berry, the sweeter the juice.
Yeah.
I want to drink some of aged wine.
See, Baby Cheese
aged
knows.
wine.
Thank you, Baby Cheese.
Have you read the Streamlabs yet?
Dude, I have not even read Gershwin. Let me type in streamlabs.com because it's not even on my page.
Oh, no.
We got some problems going here, guys. It's going to take me like 4 to 5 minutes.
I'll just play the intro for the next segment.
If that. Wait. It's here.
Wait.
Heyo.
Clee disappear. Clee disappear. Clee disappear. Clee disappear.
By the way, I didn't get to update the beginning and ending credits yet, but it will be available by the next episode.
The Baby Cheese says, I want to drink some of age wine. DJ Fixol says, Poot Gang. Black Santa says, notice how Spexo also wants black people here? The dude wants slavery back. Hope that's not his plan, is it?
I think so.
Damn it. Blitzo gave some love. The Baby Cheese says, come back next Saturday, please. Black Santa says, Chipotle sucks. Qdoba is a lot more superior. If you disagree with this, Dono Billy, I'm dropping Shanny on your roof next Christmas. Somebody who really believed that would pay more than $2 to say it. That was obviously a troll. Lowbrow Jester says, all aboard the Sweet Boy Express. Doot. Black Santa says, how's it going today, sweet boys? And Andrew, can't those two just shut the fuck up and move on? They get paid to read random articles on YouTube and yet somehow get into drama. They both are banned for the South Pole. Billy, I'm mailing your black card. Thank you, Black Santa. The Bebe Cheese says, Bebe sends love, send cheese. I love RTU. ReviewTechUSA. Good. I like Rich too.
Yeah.
Rat Lord Alcaraz gave us that big love. Pokemon's Master said, would you ever consider having Count Dankula on?
We've had him on before.
Yeah, I like Dankula.
Yeah.
He's a dude. He's a good dude. Chef Boyard G became a Patreon. You guys can become a Patreon and all that good stuff. I think that catches us up with the Titty Tuesday. Put it back on the knee deep creep. I'm gonna have some water.
All right.
I might go pee afterwards. I
Go
can't tell if I want to pee or if I just want water. My body might be falling apart.
I know this is my video. The black boy
I remember
is
this
home
last
alone
time.
in an abandoned home. I'm gonna take y'all around.
Cakes.
See, look, I'm gonna show y'all out here again.
Dope t-shirt.
Is anybody home? See y'all see out here?
I see out there.
Look at those damn beautiful trees.
Ooh.
Good thing he's got all those calendars.
He knows what time it is. Or what day it is, at least.
Y'all see that bug on the wall? Yeah.
Oh, there's all of his lotions.
Oh my God, that is so much.
That's why black
Vaseline.
don't crack.
So, that's.
You think it's a jerk station, don't you?
I am fairly sure it's got to be
Is
more
the red
than that
stuff
now,
his
though.
cum?
That's
He
Tampico, right?
bleeds.
I know that needs to be refrigerated, though. They sell it in the refrigerated aisle. It bothers me that he's got that in his room unrefrigerated.
Yeah.
I worry about him.
The blacker the berry, the sweeter the juice.
Oh my God, some KJK black foot wine.
He's got his deodorant.
Yeah. That's
And-
a lot of like.
Is this all lotion?
There's a lot of petroleum jelly. There's a lot of lotion. There's a Vaseline.
At least there's deodorant.
Yeah, there's one
Toothpaste,
stick.
maybe.
There's one stick of deodorant. There's some toothpaste on
What is
a
that?
plate.
Salt and pepper packets?
Oh my God.
Sweet and low.
There's some
Yeah, sweet and
Parmesan.
low, that's what it is.
There's some chapstick. I think there's a box full of saltines in the back there.
Shaving cream. Looks neater than my house, if I'm being honest. Don't come to my bathroom.
Is anybody home?
No.
Anybody home?
No.
I think he's home alone. Kevin Joseph King is Kevin McAllister.
The title of this video is "The Black Boy is Home Alone in the Abandoned House."
Oh no!
Oh, look at that bird, y'all.
Look at that bird, y'all.
So, come over here, somewhere first. So, I'm gonna show y'all something.
Yeah, I want to see.
See the bird on the power line, y'all?
Yeah.
I see that power
Look at
line.
that bird.
Oh, that bird on the power line? You see that
Birds.
bird on the power line, Ben?
Birds aren't real.
Birds might not be real.
See, I can show y'all here, all right?
I mean, who can stand on a power line?
Yeah, why
like
is it got to
that?
charge itself on the
Is
power
anybody
line
home?
if it's real?
It's a drone.
Anybody home?
It's got to
He
be.
dropped off my Amazon package earlier. I know
Son
that
of a
bird.
bitch.
I've seen that bird.
Yeah, I see her again.
It's the water heater.
Blackbird fly.
Is anybody
Is
home?
anybody home?
Seagulls
Good
love
question,
French fries.
Blitzo.
Let's
Yes.
train them
All right.
to work at McDonald's.
Oh
Come
my
on,
God.
guys. You can make it happen.
That makes sense. It all makes sense now. We're 69% of the way to our goal,
See anybody home?
which would be a funny number to stop on, but it would be an unfunny number for us not
Is
to have another
anybody
Saturday
home?
show. See, I don't know if anybody's home, KJK. It's a good question to ask. Let us know. I'm scared. I'm worried. Does he
Anybody
have a
home?
poster on the wall of Pulp Fiction? And then it's next to a Bootios poster? I got to see that
What
wall,
did that
KJK.
say? What was that poster?
I think it said, my chakras are aligned AF. So AF is a pretty new, like, hip speak.
Chakras are like
Like chakras is meditation, right? Like,
isn't it like
Reiki?
Hindu or something?
might be. I don't know. I don't know the history of chakras.
I think it is.
But I know that poster has to be fairly
Anybody
new.
home?
I don't see anybody
Somebody
home.
ought to be home.
Yeah, Coop Car. Now we're so close that I can taste it. Coop Car. Somebody's got to be home. Are we going to see this other wall full of posters?
See, I'm home alone in an abandoned house.
Oh no.
Y'all see?
I
Y'all
see.
see?
I see.
See, I'm home alone.
AF is not new. AF is like within the last 5 years, isn't it?
That's not new to like people on the internet.
Oh, yeah, I'm old.
Go off.
Oh, PT Hammer
Just
coming in.
like that, we're back in the game.
Coming in.
91%.
Coming in. This is how This is how miracles are achieved through the hard work of others.
Is anybody home?
Thank you, guys.
Anybody's home?
Anybody home? Anybody home, y'all?
This is a good question. I need a good answer.
Is anybody home?
Anybody home, y'all?
Anybody hear me? Is anybody home?
I can hear you. I'm glad those are bunk
Is
beds.
anybody
I wasn't
home?
sure if they were bunk beds last time. I thought
Yeah.
there was just a hanging trestle or
So
something.
there's nobody home, but the house looks like other people live in it.
Maybe, unless he's home alone. Do you think they went on a Christmas vacation without him? and that Marv and Albert are going to come in with their sticky fingers and steal from him?
Is anybody home?
Were the sticky finger bandits Marv and Albert? That's not the. I took Marv Albert's name and just attributed them to Joe Pesci and Daniel Stern, right?
Yeah.
Is anybody
The
home?
Wet Bandits were from the first movie, yeah.
Is anybody home?
I was referencing the movie Trump was in. Marvin Harry. There you go.
This is so long.
I wonder if anybody's home.
So I can show y'all right here already.
Okay, all right.
Is anybody home?
YouTube, this is
younger Cobes.
Baby
King
Cobes.
Cope with Jeff Best in the video.
He's a sexy goth bad boy.
I got paid Wednesday, and I thought I had to work at 11:30 today, so I called for a ride and got my check cashed early.
I've been trying to get a hold of Cobes this week. It's not been fruitful.
You know, and all that. Oh, it turns out to work till 5 tonight, so I went and did a little bit of shopping and bought me a Monster. I finished that off, you know, and I got a pack of cigarettes. I got more flints for my Zippo. I got some iHome headphones, the retro style, and they got a nice sound quality to them, so hopefully these fuckers will last. Here's the case. So I got some hair dye. I'm going to do that in a bit. Some Axe Dark Temptation cologne.
Nice. Chicks love Axe body spray.
No, they don't.
They don't?
No.
Why do I buy Axe body spray?
Do you actually have it?
I used to wear it all the time.
You used to.
Yeah.
Like what? In like 2005 or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to carry a can in my backpack in case I had a breakout, a little sweat breakout. I'd just cover myself in Axe and pretend like I was in a shower. It's sick. It's gross.
Eyeliner, the one that actually works good. One of my co-workers is started there, Sam. He's a pretty cool dude, and he was living with
He seems a lot more balanced here.
his ex-wife, and she skipped town with the paychecks. We've got no freaking money, no place to stay, so I figured I'd do him a kindness, and I bought him a pack of Pablo Reds. So I think it's, it's just a nice appreciation. I think he'll appreciate that.
People are saying Cobes used to be mildly attractive.
I mean, say what you want.
I think Cobes is still a stud.
His gift card, dishwasher soap for my sink, because I'm out. Some black lip gloss, and last but not least, a 6-pack of my favorite beer, Guinness. So
that was his favorite beer.
Man,
electrical tape.
it doesn't mix well with orange juice, right?
My son-off BB guns.
Or Mountain Dew. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Guinness and Mountain Dew are not a good mixer.
No. Anything with Mountain Dew. Well, Mountain Dew's coming out with like hard Mountain Dew. Did you know that?
Oh, really?
Yes.
That'll be good.
I guess it depends what they put in it to make it alcoholic.
I think that that there's something in the South called Dew Mouth that parents give their kids Mountain Dew
I
when
saw
they're
that
kids.
in a sex position book once.
It has Dew Mouth?
It's when
Ooh.
you get a blowjob early in the morning.
Dew Mouth.
Because it's dewy.
Morning Dew.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's kids
Morning Dew would be a great... They should do Mountain Dew coffee and call it Morning Dew.
Yeah, a wake up. Wake up to a cup of neon green coffee. But they have meth mouth or dew mouth in the South. It's little kids, their mouth rots from drinking Mountain Dew.
Because the soda corrodes their teeth.
They give the kids, little babies, Mountain Dew, and their teeth don't grow in right.
Fucked up,
and
man.
I'm like, at least they get a second set, right?
One of my coworkers a 5-hour energy shot because she gave me a ride to work. It's the least I could do, considering I'm sitting there at work and I ordered a Monster and I checked my schedule. I'm like, oh shit, I'll have to work till 5 tonight. Jesus, that was brilliant. So
He actually had a
last time I
job in
bought
this
Carrie,
too.
He could have a job in this. Now he's super YouTube famous.
Oh,
he can't hold a job now.
He's in the same place here.
But oh well.
This is the old house, right?
Yeah, the one.
There
Yeah,
we go.
it's the place like up until like last year.
My sawed-off.
Oh my God,
BB
this
gun.
motherfucker! Oh, it's a BB gun. Okay.
I like his library in the back.
Oh yeah.
Ozzy.
Handle.
There's a Ouija board too.
Fuck yeah. Guys, I got some tape here. I'm gonna tape my poster back up. This fucker keeps falling off the wall here behind my computer. So, well, basically, it's the
Yes,
poster
twisted
here,
in a
the
guy. I
goth chick
agree.
you see here
But
signed
donate
the
one more
poster,
time.
so this is a pretty cool poster.
$58. One more time, Twisted. Then everybody can stop.
Great. So, tomorrow I don't have to work till 5 again either. So, I'm trying to get it off though, so I can go on the ZRT run with my ZRT buddies. They've been asking for me to go on a run for a while now, so I can be an official member.
What's he showing us his fucking chesticles for?
Multi.
This bothers me.
Shimmering
He knows
colors.
that's what the people want to see.
Damn it, you're right.
That's what's getting the tips there.
Goth March
I've used
knows.
these kind of kits a lot of times before, so let's see, what's this? Basically, what you're going to do is you're going to take this and this, mix in the same thing, shake it up, apply it to your hair, and then let it sit.
He's gonna
30
dye
minutes
his
and then
hair.
Wash it out.
How confident are you that you could enter a kissing contest, not with Cobes, but like if you had to kiss?
I don't like how you're setting this up.
Like hypothetically, if you and Cobes had to be judged for your kissing, do you think you kiss better than Cobes? Like this gentleman, King Cobra, Andrew.
Yeah.
Do you think that he is a better kisser than you? It's hard to gauge, right?
I don't know, because he has that weird mouth shape.
The girls might like that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I never know.
My collar off here.
It's more of a wide mouth bass.
Yeah.
Those might be good kissing lips. Oh, wow.
Keep in mind,
I mean,
He's
people
always
have
like-
sex with me, so I can't really say anything, you know?
Oh, he's in the midst of like a 2-year dry spell.
I thought it was longer than that.
Oh, is it? Is it like 7 years?
No,
or
I thought it was
something?
like 3 or 4.
Okay.
He's experiencing a drought.
they're incredibly messy, so yeah.
Global warming on his dick.
He looks
no, he's
so much older now, and this really wasn't that long ago.
I'm experiencing global warding.
Sounds like you're in for a bumpy road.
Shake it up.
Is this what he uses to jerk off?
Yeah, that's a shake weight. It's making a nice wet
It's like
sound
nail polish,
too.
or what's he doing?
He's going to dye his hair.
I've never dyed my hair.
He's got some DSLs though.
See, I can't imagine you wouldn't have lips like that and not be able to use them for
Hello?
kissing or sucking.
What were you saying? No, I was shopping.
Was that his mom calling?
Probably.
That's his girlfriend. Of course, it's his
Oh
mom.
no, he's
Oh,
denounced
Jesus
that.
Christ. Oh my god. I'm all at the apartment. Son of a bitch. Wow.
I hate when
I
that
feel like an
happens.
idiot.
I hate when I'm going to dye my hair and I get a phone call that says I missed my mom's funeral.
Oh,
Mom's still alive, by
crap.
the way. I haven't missed anything.
Alright. Damn it.
Damn it.
I swear on my
All right.
mother's life, I would never miss her funeral.
I agree. I would not.
Alright, that works. I'm so sorry I misunderstood the dates. Alright, bye-bye. Fuck. Well, I feel like an idiot. I misread the days, and it's Thursday, not Friday. I was supposed to come in at 11:30 to 7, but they said I can come in at 4, so what time is it? Alright, I got plenty of time. Yikes. Wow, I feel like an idiot. I feel like an idiot. Anyway, back to the video.
The
yikes.
chest hair stops, like, suspiciously.
I think he might shave it,
Yeah.
right? He might like shape it.
Like Austin Power. It looks like a wife beater.
It's the lip gloss I bought. I thought I just put on like lipstick, but it doesn't work out like that. So yeah, that was a major mistake. I thought it was Friday, not Thursday. Fuck. But thankfully enough, Wendy's is very patient, very understanding, so they said I can come back.
Wendy's is very patient and very understanding. Do you
So he was supposed to go to work, but he didn't show. That's who called
Do you
him, not
think
his
you were a
mom.
better employee for Wendy's than
Of course.
Cobes was?
Yeah, I showed up.
Cool.
What?
Alright, let's get this fucking hair dye applied.
Beautiful
where the
song.
hell Let's have that thing. Ah, here it is. Okay, so you got your thing, and we shake it up, you let it sit, it turn black like it's supposed to. Cool shit. Alright. Even
I used to work the fryers at Wendy's.
They don't just let anybody do that.
Oh, they do.
Oh,
they do. But it
Green
was
Newfie.
cool because you
You
could
gotta
just
let
like
the seagulls work them.
you could just like scoop up a chicken nugget and just pop it in your mouth. And
You just sneaking nugs?
Oh, all the time.
Oh, wow.
And you'd work like the nuggets and the French fries, and like from time to time you share duties with the grill person to like drop the like the fish patties or the fried chicken or actually no, the fried chicken was done in the pressure fryer, but all the other stuff was like in the big deep fryer.
When I worked at Domino's, they had just introduced the chicken kickers to their menu, which were like spicy nugs.
Yeah, yeah.
And
So boneless wings.
Those guys would always throw 1 or 2 extra on there and sneak them when they came out. And I was the type of guy that would just make an order bad or wrong so that we couldn't deliver it and have to make a second one. And then it became a crew pizza because like, oh, I accidentally put everything I like on this pizza. Wrong order. Can't give this to them. Make them another one. We'll have to eat this pizza. Best scam ever. I love scamming employers. By the way.
Fuck it, I don't care.
Huh?
Dyeing your hair is cool.
It's running down. Oh my god.
That's a gloop right there. That's an
Yeah,
Augustus
back when I could
gloop.
soak in this shit. Oh, that's lovely. That's just freaking lovely.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm just making an ass of myself now.
Yeah.
Yeah, YouTube entertainment, no less. God damn it. This is why you want to put a towel on before you do this shit, people. This is the back of my hair. And you can take time to do your eyebrows too if you want.
Oh, you gotta get the mustache. You gotta get the stash.
My mustache.
Do people really do that? Do they really? Oh my god.
He looks like Groucho.
That's so cute.
Why so serious? Really, Josh? Joker reference? Yes, really. Oh, this guy.
Is his skin gonna get dyed?
I thought you weren't allowed to do blackface anymore. Come on, people.
It's only partial.
It was.
You know what I'm saying?
It was purple
man. You know what I'm
face.
saying? Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
Back in the
he's
day,
now doing ghetto voice. So
back in the day, Roddy Piper did blackface, like half blackface. And recently they moved all the WWF wrestling from back in the day from their own servers over to NBC. And they cut out all the Roddy Piper blackface stuff.
NBC's got no balls. Wrestling was the last place I could go to engage in racism, and they're taking that away from me.
Right.
It ain't right.
Chief J Strongbow.
Saying, oh, this guy. I've got Avatar. Holy shit. My skin's all blue from the black hair dye. Ah!
You're disgusting, NBC. Yeah, right there.
That's a problem with people?
He was feuding with Bad News Brown when he did it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
There's a whole Batman movie based on this guy, so.
Well, it looks like William Wallace, right? When he did his face half blue. Is that what it was supposed to be based on?
No, I don't think so.
But the Blue Man Group is allowed to have concerts just fine.
Cancel the Blue Man
The
Group.
Smurfs are pissed.
Oh, look, the blue skin clashes so horribly with my tainted teeth. Oh, how fucking
it's blue?
lovely. How fucking lovely.
This is the stuff of nightmares.
Is he cosplaying as the character that Mickey Rooney played in
what, the
movie.
wrestler?
No, not Mickey Rourke. Mickey Rooney. When he did the Breakfast at Tiffany's. Is that the one?
The Asian stereotype character.
Yeah, I can't tell.
Pretty awful.
Much of a mustache there to begin with, but yeah. Oh well. For a ball of laughs, I guess.
He's more like Golem.
Schmeagol. He's a lot like Golem.
If they ask, why is your skin blue, Josh? I thought I'd come for an Avatar. I'm part Avatar, you know. Yeah, why are one of those funky looking dragons to work? Dude, that definitely saved me on transportation.
Critical Smurf theory.
Right? Right. Holy crap. I look like shit. Wow. This is highly amusing, actually. Well, I look silly, don't
That's
I?
right, he's wrong.
Got me a camel filter list. So.
He was smoking Camel non-filters.
So tomorrow I have to work till 5 to 1. I'll go into the courthouse tomorrow and pay my ticket off. So, yepper. So I made a couple mistakes today, but you know it could be worse, like I said. So it'll be interesting to see that the thumbnail of this video if it looks like this.
I made a couple mistakes today. I held my pee too long. I'm now pissing down my own leg. It's going down my own leg. I'm gonna have to go. I'm gonna have to go take care of this, guys.
Go for pee.
Fuck happened to King Cobra?
I
Good
made
lord.
mistakes today. I joined this podcast.
Oh, damn.
But if anything, this video at least gives you a good laugh and helps you appreciate life a little bit more. Like I said, it could be worse. Oh, I'm Joseph, the French Avatar. Oh, sacré Dieu. And Pierre the Avatar.
Mistakes.
You don't have $40 to go to Supercuts?
There it is. There it is, exactly.
Oh, wow. Thank you
Chugga,
so
chugga.
much. We hit the goal. Goddamn.
Yeah, the goal. And we got through an entire stream and we didn't get a strike. It's great.
Because I said vagina instead of the other V
We
word.
didn't even promote terrorism at all. And now Billy's peeing. And
But
he has a large
I still
bladder.
haven't found love, so if you could follow me on Instagram and just tell me you love me under any post.
Tell him you love him on any post. What do people expect when they go to your Instagram?
I don't know.
Videos?
There's jokes, there's posts, there's whatever. It's just the best way to keep up if you care. But YouTube is like, that's the one that's great because you don't have to follow my day-to-day bullshit, but you can still just see the jokes when they pop up. Like, if you just like jokes, just go to YouTube. I'll put videos up and you choose to watch whatever you want. But Instagram is like if you want to follow the reality show, you know.
Yeah.
If you want to get to know me, if you want to send message, you know, people want to hang out or just have nothing better to do with their lives. And OnlyFans.
How about how much to subscribe
Mine's
to
free,
that?
but it's I do have dudes message me once in a while asking for pictures, so I say $200 for a dick pic, and you know, I'll sell it. I don't care.
It's a decent rate.
I figure I've been sending them to these girls for free in my karate class. You know, why not start getting paid for it?
Oh damn! Are you in Mark Connor's karate class?
Yeah, it was part of the requirement to get in the class. I had to send him a dick pic. You know, like some people have like vaccine mandates, but I have a dick pic mandate.
They must accept one of your dick pics.
That's their mandate. I would not give it up for free. I mean, when it's this good, you can't just let people have it.
Okay.
You've got to cherish it. With great power comes great responsibility.
Was that Spider-Man?
I'm so high right now.
Yeah. Yeah, they're strong. It's the rainbow.
It's the Delta variant.
Yep.
Hooey.
Yeah, it's great stuff. It's a party pack.
No, well, welcome to the party.
It
I
is-
like how there's a scale in front of me so I can weigh it. Is this actually half a gram? I think it's 0.4759.
Yeah.
Can't believe you lied to me.
That's for mail, I'll have you know. For mail.
Oh, when you gotta weigh it and send it out to people.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do that recreationally.
You recreationally mail shit to people?
I actually accidentally mailed myself marijuana.
To yourself?
Well, it's a little bit of a story, but I was on tour to a state where it wasn't legal, and I wanted some, and my mom wasn't around, so I text a buddy, and he goes, "Dude, here's my drug dealer's address. Just he knows you're coming." And I was kind of like, "Well, that seems unexpected. It feels sudden." But I also was like, what else is he supposed to do? Send me a list of names and I'm going to Yelp the drug dealers. Like, oh, Slayer has 4 stars. Let's go with that guy, you know? So, but I'm not going to drive to a random house in the middle of the night for a little bit of pot. So I'm driving to a random house in the middle of the night for a little bit of pot. And I'm realizing, like, this is why we need to legalize marijuana everywhere, so I don't have to get stabbed behind a dumpster of a 7-Eleven just to make a Ben Stiller movie funny for once.
Right.
And so I get to the guy's house, and then he recognizes me. He goes, oh, my God, Anna Rivers from Dry Bar Comedy. My friends are never going to believe that you're at my house buying drugs. I was like, you don't have to tell them if you don't want. And then he goes, I'm going to hook you up. And so I thought that meant free drugs, but he just meant like student discount, you know?
Okay.
So like I just accidentally bought $100 worth of marijuana because he just kept pouring it out. And I was like, well, I don't want to be rude, but I had a flight the next day. So I accidentally bought $100 worth of pot, and I'm not going to smoke $100 of pot in a day. And so I was like, I'll just mail it to myself. Like, you know, I don't know. I'm not gonna take it through the airport, but if I stuff it in, no, I mean, I smell like marijuana. So like, as soon as I handed it to the guy, he was like, "You fucking idiot!" And then they sent me a warning letter that was like, "We suspect that this package has drugs, so we're gonna hang on to it because we don't have a search warrant. But if it's not drugs, you can come down and we can open it together. And then if it's not drugs, you just be on your way." And I was like, I don't know who would send this to me. I can't believe, you know. I shouldn't have used my mom's return address. I just figured, you know, she's already in the system.
Hey, yeah, they'd be like, you've got a rap sheet.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I used to just smoke a little bit, and then they closed everything except pot shops and grocery stores. And so I was like, this economy needs me. I'm my hero, you know, and now I just smoke every day. So it's going off the deep end for me. But yeah, it was sort of a you know.
Do you have any lawyers or police officers or both watching right now?
I don't have him watching. I have one on standby I can call.
Okay.
You know what he told me? He was like, hey, if you ever get a DUI, refuse the test, go to the jail, say, I want to have a lawyer present. They have to wait at least 3 hours. So you call up your lawyer. He's like, you can call me, and I'll say I'm on my way, and I just won't show up. But they have to wait at least 3 hours, and hopefully you can sober up in 3 hours before the test.
That's interesting.
But I don't know, again, that could just be, he might have been drunk at a party telling me something. I don't know. With it, you know, YouTube wouldn't flag that for false information, but you know, that's just what a drunk guy that said to me one time.
Yeah, there's a lot of channels on YouTube with lawyers, and they'll say, never talk to the police.
Right. Are you a citizen? How dare you ask me that question?
Am I being detained?
Right.
Or am I free to go?
According to Section 8, Quarter 9 of the law, it's like no one cares.
Yeah, sovereign citizens.
But like that's half of what what's her name, Haley Marjorie Green Taylor.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
That's half. She just quotes a Bible verse or like a statute, and it's like no one knows if she's making shit up anyway. So you just that's where we are in this world is like you can't just fact check people in real life. No one has those Terminator glasses except for the news channel when they're following the guy into the karate class. So you can't just go like, you just have to kind of go like, I think you're full of shit. But everyone's already convinced themselves of what they believe, so no one's actually open-minded, you know.
That's how the QAnon thing got started.
Right.
It just reinforced the...
I mean, every day is reinstatement day is like starting to be like my parents get back together. I keep hearing about it, but I don't think it's going to happen.
Right. Yeah, I don't think that's happening. But maybe they'll do it for the next, 3 years, 3.5 years.
I mean, we kept saying Robert Mueller was going to do... Maybe that's our Robert Mueller, you know what I mean? That's their...
any day Robert Mueller is going to
He's going to lock Trump up, and it's going to... And it's like, okay.
I didn't buy that. I didn't think they had enough on him.
Yeah.
but I did see people saying it.
Right.
Definitely. I did think it was sketchy how Trump tried to impede that every step of the way, too.
Right.
Yeah, Trump is sketch, but Biden like pulled all the troops out of Afghanistan. Now he's sending a bunch of them back because it's gone into disarray there. That's a loss.
Yeah, well, I don't know what the plan was. They
There
just
was
need to,
no
They
plan.
just need to hold it until September 11th. They can't let them capture it on that day. Like that seems like what they're going for, you know? Kabul is like the only city left, and that's like the headquarters or whatever.
Yeah.
So they're like, obviously September 11th, we got a month to capture this whole thing back. So I think he's just gonna hold out for another month and then be like, all right, you can have it back by Halloween. We don't really give a shit. But it's like either, you know, what do you want us to do? We've been there forever, and it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna win. They had 20 years to figure it out. They're not gonna figure it out. They don't want to figure it out because there's too much money in the actual going back there every 10 years or whatever.
This is real world proof that pulling out is ineffective.
Are we talking about pulling out of Halloween this year because of COVID?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Oh.
Pulling out of a woman.
Oh, yeah.
And her name is Afghanistan.
She could get it.
Yeah, baby. I like that burqa. Cover that face.
I don't pull out because I dare her to keep it.
Yeah, when my Subway sandwich is in that toaster thing, I'm like, keep it in there extra because burn that. I don't know what's in that tuna fish sandwich. So,
Yeah, burn all whatever is not fish out of my tuna fish sandwich. You're not even supposed to put the tuna fish sandwich in the oven, right? Like you're not. That's one of the sandwiches they won't heat for you. They
By
won't
the
heat because
way-
of the mayo. They won't heat it.
How long should I wait before going into the bathroom?
Wednesday.
Oh, okay. Shit. Oh, by the way, we met the goal while you were gone.
Awesome. I'm so proud of you guys.
You leaving was the final straw.
Yeah.
for people.
I said to myself,
They were like, we would have donated earlier, but that fat fuck wouldn't get off the.
that's what I said. I was like, I don't want to be here. If I'm the one keeping the goal from hitting, I'm going to leave. And when I come back, if we don't hit the goal, I'm going to blame you guys.
That's fair.
He has totally wrecked the fuck out of that bathroom so many times.
Wrecked him. I barely knew him.
Oh.
Buzzing. No, but wasn't Janie like screaming from the bathroom about how gross it was?
I don't care.
And you were like, "Oh no, she's in denial."
She's a woman. They think everything's gross.
Yeah.
Look, I've taken massive dumps and nobody's died that I know of.
You should just be a trans lady, and then you can be like, ladies don't poop.
Yeah, those are
magically. Then you wouldn't have to poop anymore.
That's the only reason I'd go trans.
Yeah, to not poop
Is
anymore.
to deny I have poop.
Yeah.
I'd still poop, but I'd be like, that's a man dump. I'm a woman. That's one thing you definitely like. You can add a penis. You can take away a penis. You can do penis. You can do genital math all day long.
All kinds of penis.
Yeah, you can do genital math all day long, but you can't change a gender's dump. There's a man dump and there's a woman dump.
You can't?
I don't know. Maybe that's the estrogen and stuff. The pills they give you do change your dumps.
You think dump size is based on hormones?
I would love to ask like all the horrible questions that I have because I'm stupid and cis to a trans person and see what they like, how they answer it. Like just ask them about their dumps. Like, have your dumps switched gender? And like they'll try and tell me their dumps were never manly or
They were
womanly,
always
depending on how they're born. Like I was born with woman dumps. That's how I knew I was a woman. Like, that makes sense. If you were born with woman dumps, you probably should have been a woman. That would totally make sense to me. Like, I'm glad you transitioned.
It was a dump transition.
Yeah, if you were having woman dumps anyways, then God messed up and you righted the wrong.
God messed up.
Yeah. That would make sense. That would make sense to me. And then I would ask them, now that I know the mystery of your dumps, do you know what's in the Subway tuna fish?
They would know.
And they would probably know.
Is it a female tuna fish or a male tuna fish?
It's a smelt.
It's a gender neutral fish.
They grind smelt. Have you ever had smelt?
It's
Can I
a
get
they fish.
Can I get the they fish sandwich?
Oh man, this is great. This is the best show ever.
Yeah,
the greatest show ever.
I remember the energy of the show that got canceled halfway through. It was so much better.
Yeah.
This was our
You think part of it was like we just got really high?
This was the Mulligan show, and it was good. It was good. But
Hey,
that
any
last
show
one,
that hits its goal, you know what I
I'm
mean?
saying. But that last one, we were on some magic. We were writing magic.
But YouTube doesn't like the magic.
Yeah, this is a magic-free episode because we wanted to
All I
finish it.
said was that never mind. Just kidding.
Oh, what about Chris Chan's mom?
Oh, there's so much about Chris Chan that we could have talked about today that we didn't.
New stuff, though?
No, but
Okay.
just teaching Andrew about the fact that Chris Chan had a God-given vagina.
Well, gosh, I wish I could stay, but
I know, right? I know.
My mom wants me back home before the streetlights come on. It's
hot.
She's real worried about
the
me.
red lights,
Yeah.
the street lights.
Street
Wrong mom.
lights.
Wrong mom.
Roxanne.
You ain't gotta turn on your red light. You
All right.
ain't gotta give your body to the night.
I think we're going to wrap it up, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Hey, I hate wearing condoms.
Everybody, go follow Andrew Rivers on Twitter, but more importantly on Instagram, because that's where you'll find his best Twitter posts anyways.
Yeah, that's what it's for. Only the good ones go to. This is my creative process. Head, podcast. Good
Knees
ones
and
from the
toes?
podcast go to Twitter.
Oh.
The good ones from Twitter go to Instagram. The good ones from Instagram go into the actual live show.
Yeah.
So that's on YouTube. So the best of the best is only YouTube. But it depends how far down the rabbit hole you want to go.
All right.
I want to go.
And into my asshole on OnlyFans.
Is that
Billy,
an
if I
invitation?
get to 500 subs, Billy will feature in a video with me.
Yeah, we'll do a plug and play OnlyFans video.
What's position 1? You guys like blowing each other?
The tuna fish.
No?
Yeah, it's the Subway tuna fish.
Oh.
They call it the baked tuna.
All right. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
In the beginning, there was nothing. And then there was the Drunken Peasants Podcast.
Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. From the strangest corners of the internet, gonna get DeeP'd by Billy and Ben. You know where you can find them at. Get ready, cause they're gonna kick your Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants.